still catch up on that?
Nah, you can't catch it that down, my boy.
That's
that gourmet. That boy said that's Michelin right there. That's Michelin.
That's my good place.
That's the good silver.
Yeah. You see with the plastic, that's the quick fixer upper.
I ain't been got the devil with it.
Yeah.
This on China.
The good thing.
That's how it is. Black household, you eat some. I'm gonna bring out the good China.
That's what we got.
Somebody,
You know, she coming over. I told you she down from Texas. I didn't remember that, but now I know.
No, somebody.
You got the placemats out too.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, use placemats.
Forks and everything, bro. You know, we got the box of plastic forks. Now I get the plastic.
But that's what killed
I'm
me.
not
When I seen the
watching no
placemats out, I said, "Who we trying to impress?"
Right.
Let's go ahead and open up in prayer. Let's start it off right. We already started off on a frustrated. It was a frustrated day, frustrated start to this. Heavenly Father, thank you for this time, dear Jesus. Thank you for bringing us together, dear Lord, despite what we've been through today, dear Lord, the frustrations, the things, dear Lord, that tried to put us in a different frame of mind, dear Lord, to keep us from this gathering and this fellowship, dear Lord, in your name, dear God. We thank you, dear Jesus, for this opportunity, dear Lord. We ask that you bless every single person who you have called to listen to this, dear Lord, that you may speak to us and speak through us, Heavenly Father, and that your spirit will move, dear Lord. We thank you, we appreciate you, and we love you. In your mighty name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Yes, sir.
All right. Today we're running a mandatory briefing. Hold up. Welcome to the Kingdom Warrior Cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we up in here with...
Jay Riz.
Go ahead.
Hazel.
Hazel?
Hazel.
Okay.
I ain't talking about your ice.
Yeah, that's our special guest, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. We got Hazel in here, another fellow warrior with us from the Kingdom Warriors, man. It's a blessing to have you, bro.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And you already know my name, Trip, the General. Today, now we can resume. Yeah, hold on, pump them brakes.
Good breaks.
Today, right? I'm thinking about it. I need to change my other brakes. Now that you mentioned it. Today we are running a mandatory briefing on the most dangerous tactic the enemy uses against men.
Yeah.
You know, in actual warfare, if a soldier gets hit by shrapnel or pinned down by enemy fire, the very first thing he does is call for backup. He radios the medic. He calls for air support. Why? Because pride will get you killed on the battlefield. Now, with that being said, our topic for today isn't necessarily pride. It's not necessarily isolation. But today we're going to discuss lust, love, and loneliness.
3 L's.
The 3 L's that'll hand you a big L.
The biggest.
You know what I mean? For us, this is a massive topic. You know, in a digital media landscape driven by instant gratification and algorithmic thirst traps.
Literally.
And not even that, just real life thirst traps. Walking down the sidewalk, like
Every
all
day.
kinds. You know
Just
what I
on
mean?
the regular.
Yeah.
Go to the grocery store. It's like that.
Or in shape.
Man.
Bro, the gym is dangerous,
They
bro.
out of pocket.
Like, I'm just in here trying to get big.
I just want to work out.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do.
Bro.
Man,
Just out there.
Yeah. See?
yeah. That's the highway to the danger zone.
For real.
So-
So you brought your headphones.
We're gonna break down the difference between lust and love. Also, the combination of lust with love.
Yeah.
And also, you know, loneliness, which ushers in both lust and love and the thirst for lust and love.
That part.
That part. Yeah.
It's not just a relationship discussion. It's an all around discussion. You know what I mean? It's a high stakes battle for the heart, the mind, and spiritual authority.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah, mental too.
Yeah, the enemy's greatest weapon isn't the temptation itself. It's the secrecy after the fall. Because darkness thrives in isolation.
Sheesh.
Right? That's you want me to repeat it? You want me to repeat it one more time?
Please don't. No, just please.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Hit me with it.
Yeah, the enemy's greatest weapon isn't the temptation itself. It's the secrecy after the fall. Darkness thrives in isolation.
Things you do in the dark Come to the light.
come to the light.
Absolutely.
And the harder you fight to keep it in the dark, the more you push away the light.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I
And
mean?
it's
Like,
even heavier when it come out. After.
Yeah.
and it hit even more, right?
That thing be shining bright. Once that thing come out that dark, you ting, can't miss it now.
Yeah, now nobody can miss
not
that.
at all.
Nobody can miss it.
Especially because especially the people that done missed it already, and they figure out that this whole time you've been holding on to this, and I didn't know about it. That's like, you know what I mean, the cheating husband or the cheating wife or something like that. Like, how long you been cheating? And, you know what I mean? You find out they've been cheating on
You
you
try to
for a year.
sugarcoat it a little bit. Like,
yeah, like-
it was a one-time thing. It was only one
Like,
time.
it's one time.
You held on to this
100
lie
one times.
for
One
a
time times
year.
100.
Yeah, that's insane, man.
Yeah, bro, it's a dangerous thing, and like the comparison I was making, if a soldier gets hit by shrapnel, or you know what I mean, he's pinned down by enemy fire, he calling somebody, he calling for backup, he like, hey, I need help, like airdrop, drop bombs, whatever, you know. And in the spiritual realm, it's the same thing, because we battling, you know what I mean, we spiritual warriors, so we battling in the spirit realm with lust, pornography, hidden compromise, loneliness, all this. But yet we do the exact opposite.
Sit there and try to battle it by yourself.
Yeah, we get hit, we take a spiritual wound, and instead of calling for help, we turn off the radio.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you patch it up with lies, put on a mask, walk into church, walk into the studios, walk into your homes, and pretend that the perimeter is completely secure.
Man, like Charlie ain't over there.
Yeah, right? Like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
He's over
bro.
there.
Like you ain't bleeding outside of your bandage.
Right.
Dog.
But see, that be the thing, though, too, bro. Like, a lot of people, we be in denial, too, though. You know what I mean? Like, feeling like we can actually still handle it. You know what I mean? Like, somebody be 6 guys over there, you done did it before. You know what I mean? So you thinking you still can battle all on your own, but nah. You better go ahead over there, because he getting stronger every time. You know what I mean? Weakening your defenses.
Yeah.
You ain't lying about that.
Yeah, he'll keep chipping at that thing,
yeah.
but he
So I
don't
get
stop.
You won't even notice it either. You're like, bro, I got this shaking it off, but every time it's just a little piece falling
Next
off.
thing you know, yep.
Like compounding, bro.
And
That's
get
it.
a little tougher, little
DDs,
tougher,
man.
a little harder, a little harder.
Oh, man. Hey.
Yeah, like, yeah, hold on, man.
It's like body shots in boxing, bruh. You know what I mean? You take
First
one,
one, you
it's like, ooh,
okay.
okay.
But then body shots that feel good.
Yeah, ooh.
You know what I mean?
For
Because that's
real.
how he gets you. He gets you with the body shots that feel good.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, like,
Like,
oh, hold on, I do kind of like.
I actually like that.
Yeah.
But then he comes in Mike Tyson.
Yeah, do that again.
Sorry, I'm a visual person. Just body shots that feel good. I'm just like, bro, ain't no way you finna hit me in my body. And I'm like, ooh, yeah.
Or if they go like this and they start tickling you, and they
Tickle me ammo.
that boy wind up and he give you the little spirit fingers under your rib.
I ain't supposed to like that, man.
Oh man, it's a covert ops strategy that the enemy works in silence. He tells you 2 main lies. One, which if you haven't really tapped in with the Kingdom Warriors, if you're not too familiar with the Kingdom Warriors, just us as a whole, that's one thing we're really big on is vulnerability.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Being out front,
Open and honest.
realizing that this walk is tough for everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's impossible to be perfect, and the more you just try to be perfect is the more you put on yourself, and you're like, oh dang, but he's over here doing, he's doing great, and at the same time, this man over here barely dragging
Barely
along.
making it.
Like, for
Fighting
real.
his own battles.
Yeah, so
That's
In
where all
private
that-
without calling for backup, so you don't know.
yeah,
You know what I
and
mean?
he not even calling.
Exactly.
For
He ain't calling, bro. He done turned the radio off, like you said, bro.
No,
so
all
you
that
2 mugs
anxiety
pinned down.
Yeah.
Both of y'all can just help each other, but y'all both sitting there.
We good. We good.
Everything
We
good.
We
Yep,
good,
thumbs
dog.
up. ducking.
There's no words, just
Yeah.
hand out the foxhole.
Straight up, man.
So yeah, that's one of the biggest lies is to get you into isolation and make you think that you're the only one dealing with this.
Oh, bro.
And you're not.
No, not at all. And that goes for men and women. You know what I mean? Like even us as men, like obviously that's a big thing for us. Even looking back in the Bible, like all the men that been taken out, like great figures, even in our time now, our lifetime now, like great figures that just get taken out with lust, bro.
I mean, look at David, bro. Bathsheba. You know what I mean? He had the homie go. He had the homie's wife. You know what I mean? He battles with this guy all the time. If y'all don't know the story of Bathsheba and David, David was king at the time, and he had a soldier, Uriah, one of his best ones, and he was at war. David seen his wife on the ceiling taking a bath. he called for it, but before when he called for it, they told him who it was. It's Uriah's wife. You know what I mean? He sent for her anyway. They did their thing. David got her pregnant, and once he figured it out, he did the classic 2026 guy. That baby ain't mine. Try to get Uriah to come back and lay with her, and when that didn't work, he sent him to the front line of the war, and ended up getting dude killed all over lust.
And even on that, David was supposed to be on the battlefield.
Yeah, David was supposed to be out there.
He was supposed to be out there fighting. Yeah, he was at home like, I'm just gonna
take a rest
day.
Take a rest day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who's that woman over there?
Yeah, that story, dog. When I first read that, it gave me chills.
Crazy work.
It's
Dan married her after he died.
Yeah,
Right.
and
You know what?
You know what's even more crazier is that even after doing all that, right? You look at it and you like, dang, like the Lord took out you know what I mean? Firstborn son was dying. That was the prophecy. That was the consequences of his thing. Also, the prophecy and consequences was his family. Like his sons will die by the sword.
Yeah,
basically, like that's going to be part of his thing. But yet, still, God chose him for Jesus, for his own lineage.
Yeah.
Like Bathsheba, it's literally, David had different wives. He chose Bathsheba's line still.
Yeah.
For the heritage of Jesus Christ.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
And that's crazy to just like the grace, and still like he could have been like, nah, off. Like, boom, cut. We got switch plans. We changing up. But yet God still was gracious enough and to keep his promise that he kept to David.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
he wasn't gonna lie to David.
Yeah.
He's gonna come on.
That's the one thing, that God's not gonna go back on his word. You know,
wild.
Especially if he's told you something, that don't mean that you're not gonna have consequences for your action. You're not gonna have to face, you know what I mean, face a little wrath.
Be out in the enemy.
You be in the streets.
Yeah.
Trenches.
Bruh, the real trenches.
Damn, that all started with lust, though, man.
All started with lust.
Like that.
Yeah.
I feel like everything started with lust. If we go back to Adam and Eve, Eve, the apple, that's a lust. You know what I mean?
The
One
lust
something
to
she
want
couldn't
knowledge,
have. One
yeah,
something
to
you
want-
couldn't have, which was the apple.
That's the root.
Whether it was the knowledge in the apple or the apple itself. But lust, that's literally the root.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? People just think of sexual lust. Like, oh, you know what I mean? Lusting over a
comes in
woman
so
or a
many
man.
forms.
Yeah, there's lust that comes from people lust for power.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? For money. You know what I mean? You can lust for material things, all of that. So it goes along. Lust is just hold on, I got the definition.
Yeah, hold on.
I got the definition.
Get our Google
right
going.
here. Yeah, something about lust is an intense, overpowering desire or craving. While it is most commonly defined as a strong sexual appetite or gratification, it could also broadly refer to a passionate drive for non-sexual things, such as power, wealth, or life itself.
And what does it say? An overwhelming?
An overpowering desire. Overpowering. So like if you sitting there in that lust, it's pretty much you getting overpowered.
you
Once
getting
you in the face of it,
The definition is overpowering.
You getting what? You ain't stand a chance.
and it's true, because that's why nowadays I'll be driving up the street, I see something, I don't know.
Boy,
Convert your eyes.
literally, I'm like this now.
I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I do the same thing, bro, and I'll sit there and I'll look the other way and I'll still like, like you know, just like
a little bit.
just a little
It's
bit.
God's creation.
Seeing it in the peripherals will get me, bro. Like I see something like, what is that? And then I say, you wasn't supposed to look that way. Why you look that way? Why you look that way?
I gotta look again now. I gotta look again.
Got to double take,
I'm
bro.
so hyper aware. It just sucked, bro. Did you see that?
bro.
What was that? And you,
Yeah.
oh, that's what that was. Never.
But I think that's gonna happen though. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like you gotta give yourself some grace too. You know what I mean? And and the simple fact that even though you see it, you look at it. You know what I mean? You gotta act on it. You know what I mean?
and to even like he says, that overpowering want, like to be like, I gotta have that, bro. Like, I need that.
That's where it becomes a problem.
Yeah, a lot of the times, you know, because I think there is a fine line between just admiring, and being
gawking,
being lustful. Because a lot of the times, you know what I mean, I look or something, I'll just be like, whoa, like dang man, like she's beautiful, you know, she's gorgeous. Like, you lusting? I'm like, no, like I'm just admiring God's creation. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not like running her down. Like, hold on, I gotta hold on,
hold on, young lady.
Yeah, hold on, I gotta get like nah. You know, but I do think that there's a very fine line.
Absolutely.
And you know that's a fine line to play with. Like, you know.
Because you could be you staring or you looking. You know what I mean? It's two different things. If you just look real quick, then you cool. You looked at it. But if you staring, who's that creeper over there staring at me?
Even looking, bro. I be trying not to look, dog. Sometimes I just happen to see it. That's how I come across. You know what I mean? I ain't even looking at it. I just happen to see it. You know what I mean?
That's how we'll justify it.
What? You be looking and say that man is in his zone.
Man.
Bro, what? That's
Locked
why
in.
I be trying to lock in on something so far out the way that people be walking by like, hello, like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I am trying to be so far away from, you know what I mean?
From the reality of the
Bro,
situation
literally.
right now.
That I just zone out. I got to do that at the gym because if not, dog, yeah, it's just,
Yeah, you cook.
yeah, I'm good.
Hibachi.
The hibachi, deep fried. Another we got a little all the way off of the thing. We still on topic, of course, but the other lie that the enemy likes to tell is if the guys found out, you'd be disqualified,
Qualified from what?
leading for shame,
Yeah.
disqualified from the Lord, and you know what I mean, like disqualified as a true believer,
As soon as
true.
you feel that, it's like, oh,
You know what I mean?
can't.
Like the shame, like you know, like dang, I did
thought
slip
you-
up. If anybody ever falls out, there goes all my accreditation.
I thought you
There
mean
goes any-
disqualification from the world.
Nah.
That's what, okay, you talking about from the brothers. You said, boy, okay.
Yeah,
No, but I think it's more of accountability. Like if your brother's not picking you up, then they're not really your brothers.
truly, like somebody that you got to worry about what they're gonna say if you do tell them, or if they do find out.
And that's how.
That's a problem in itself.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And again, that's what we big on at KW. You know what I mean? Like it's a free space, bro. Nobody judging. Nobody. You know, even if somebody judging, they not gonna say nothing because we gonna, we gonna jump on and be like, "Hey, bro, like that's not what we doing
that
here."
like that.
The cycle of a pinned down warrior that I got right here is temptation leads to compromise. Compromise leads to shame. Shame leads to secrecy. Secrecy leads to isolation. Isolation leads to destruction.
That's a cold one.
Rinse and
Cold way to
repeat.
go. That's how I really go.
Yep.
Straight like that. So
So let me know. I get to y'all one more time.
yeah.
Temptation leads to compromise.
Boom.
Compromise leads to shame. Shame leads to secrecy. Secrecy leads to isolation. Isolation leads to destruction.
So boom, there comes a temptation. So now it's like you start compromising your morals and you know what I mean. Your
a little
values.
bit. I
It's
could-
not that, yeah, all that.
It's only gonna be 10 minutes.
Like,
I mean, I
you
just
know
go
what I mean?
check it out. Yeah, it is.
Right.
How far could I go?
Or you might even think like, you know what I mean, I'm just being a nice person, a genuine person. I'm just having a conversation. If you got a relationship or
harmless.
something.
Oh, yeah,
So
like,
say you're in a
yeah.
relationship and now you see something and you know, like, man, she bad. Like, you know what I mean? And like, if even if my chick was to see me talking to her, it'll be a problem.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? What
It's
y'all
just
over
rubbed the
there
wrong
being
way,
all
yeah.
friendly for? You
rubbed
know
the
what I mean?
wrong
So, you know what I mean? So you got that temptation, and you compromise, and you like, okay, we can have a cool little conversation or something like that. Next thing you know, what was the third one?
Third one was shame.
Was the shame, because now you done did that.
You done crossed the
and
line.
and you actually liked it. You know what I'm saying? Like you had that conversation with this bad little chick, but you got a chick. But you liked it, and you liked it. You know she liked it. There was a connection there. You know what I mean? And so now you dealing with that shame on your way to the crib. Like, you know what I mean?
I just and not even that. Like even if you messaging, or you know what I mean, like doing the messages, and you got to try and hide that and like do like nah.
So now it's that was an isolation after that.
Shame leads to secrecy.
Seek out there it is. Like
And
you just said,
you're trying to hide it.
trying to hide it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell her about this conversation. I can't. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, yeah, bruh.
So like those two could be reversed too. Interchangeable. Secrecy leading to shame, and shame leading to secrecy. There you go.
Yeah,
For real.
yeah,
Those are
For
plug
real.
and play right there, my
Yeah.
boy. 'cause
Absolutely.
that's good. And then go ahead. What was you
I
gonna
was
say?
like, this man, I'm just sitting there as Jeff describing this whole little situation. I'm sitting there like, who you talking about?
Who told you?
That sounded
you
a
been
little
watching?
familiar right now.
Bruh, literally sitting way too close to home. Like,
I'm only able to tell the story because I've been there.
exactly. I want to know one, my boy.
Exactly.
For real.
bro. For real.
Oh yeah.
It get crazy out here.
And then after secrecy is isolation, which we know that isolation is like one of the most dangerous things.
Oh, but that's
Man.
the most dangerous thing.
So that means she left you when you lonely?
No.
Low key, but I think just isolation, like even just me in my like my walk now, right? My Christian walk. Before, like, not to like I had attempts and I had like trying to walk and do right and things,
Right.
and it was just not necessarily me going into isolation, but I just felt isolated. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have a group like this. I didn't have brothers to really look at, talk to. Everybody was either older than me or way younger than me.
Right.
And there was nobody in between with me that could really understand, like, hey, bro, you at the very beginning of your walk and you like a teenager, you early 20s, like,
give yourself some grace.
it's tough out there, like, you know, and especially with everything you got going on, like, I get it, bro.
Right.
Like, you know, I'm struggling too, bro. This is hard, like, you know.
Kind of like left alone in your thoughts type thing.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I'm doing all this by my own.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, it's like, well, am I just doing this because my parents and my aunts and uncles right now? Because this is really all I got to connect to with this.
Right.
You know, and
That's
that.
them little doubts that be creeping in that the enemy be using too.
Well, they make you do your own thing. Like if you were going to like, I think it basically when you're just by yourself, when your family's telling you like, hey, you should do this, or you know, like basically fall in the same trap that they fell into. So you learn your own, like beef with the sharks.
Yeah.
Learn from a mistake. Oh, yeah, you have a kid now. Oh, cool. I have a kid too. Now you just like me.
Now figure it out.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Yeah, bro. That's a tough thing, man. And
No, but yeah, that is real because you ain't have nobody, bro, in your age group. Definitely not in the walk, and if you did, they were not someone you really got the chance to connect to. It's someone
really
that you've
relate
seen, you know what I
with,
mean, only at
yeah.
church services and things like that. But the people that you're seeing on a daily basis was like my age group or like
way older,
Sony,
like
I
10
think, is like,
years
you know
older
what I
than me,
mean? Like, so it's like a 10 gap,
Yeah.
10 up, and then you got like 4 down.
I think that was a lot with my childhood growing up too, though. You know what I mean? It wasn't a lot. Not till as of late, you see a lot of younger kids that's really trying to worship and have a relationship with God.
Yeah,
like
it's
back
a beautiful
then,
thing right now, bro.
it's amazing. But like back then, it wasn't like that. I think a lot of people, if you was going to church, you was kind of like forced to. You know what I mean? Like that's the only reason you was there because of your parents and stuff. Yeah, like in Easter and stuff like that. That's when you would go. It wasn't really people that was really on fire for God like that. At least I didn't see them in my neighborhoods and nothing like that. So
within our age group that you could really relate with.
But even the shift when like the younger age groups, like our age group, came into it, things like, for example, like our seasoned, you know what I mean? People seasoned in their walk, like our aunties and grandmothers, things like that. It was so like trying to be a beginner in the walk. It's so hard because all you see is somebody that's you've been walking like you
right.
Well, your shoes is broken in. Like you done broke in the boots.
I can see her angel wings.
Matter of fact,
it's
you're
like,
not even wearing shoes no more. You straight barefoot out.
And you don't ever hear like the spot that you are at now trying to begin your walk. You don't hear that about that part on these, you know what I mean, these people. So you're like, how'd you get there? You're like, man, I don't even think I can get there. That's the most discouraging part.
So hard to be.
Could you
Could
you speak a little on that? Because I feel like that's, you know what I mean, that's what got me, and I feel like it could have been worse for you because I had people my age that were in like him, you know what I mean. So I had him to look up to, his sister, things like that.
Like even like, I'll just use my mom for example, right? Because my mom, if you know, you know what I mean. My mom is like top Christian, like she, but never smoked, never drank. Like the whole nine, you know what I mean? Been in church, got all my aunts in church. Like she's the reason why my aunts and everybody go to church. Like, and that from my mom, even like growing up, that relate, like that would always be my thing. Is she would, like we'd butt heads against what I was doing and the things that are going, and that was always my thing. It's like, Mom, you just don't understand.
Right.
And you know what I mean? Like it's hard, even now, me being as a parent, like it's hard to take that without it being personal. Like you're like, you know, I'm trying to understand, but it's just literally like you just can't understand.
Right.
It's one of those things that like if you're not going through this or if you haven't been through this part, you just really don't understand. No way
for you to know. Yeah,
and then even on top of that, like seeing her and her Christian walk, and she wants me to be there, and
I'm here.
Yeah, you know, I'm all the way down here. Mom. I'm beneath the soil. Right. You know what I mean? I'm beneath the soil right now. And for her, like it was just like boom, boom, boom. Like you know what I mean? Like she started here and it was already going up. Right. I'm like, nah, I backtracked. You know, I started at the bottom and I even went deeper.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, you know, seeing like my aunts and my uncles and everybody else, and it was just like, man, like, bro, I can never get to that. Like, where y'all at? Nobody was at, you know, giving me that relations. You hear little stories, old school stories, like back in my day type thing. But nobody was really telling you that struggle.
Nobody telling you that it's okay to be
You
at
go,
this place.
you gonna fall,
That is
you gonna
hard.
stumble. You know what I mean? It's hard. You gotta develop a system. You gotta develop consistencies. Like, nobody was really giving me that.
Yeah.
And then now, even, bro, one of the Sundays, I think it was one of the things with Limitless, all the helpers.
Like a visionary.
The Visioneer meeting, right? Pastor Jared was in that thing, and he was guest speaking, and the Spirit got to move him, and then you know, everybody was praying and just super deep, and the Spirit was just flowing, and then one of my aunts came up to, and she's prayed for me, prayed over me, done everything, but she's never really been like. Like, you know what I mean? Like, came up to me and like prophesied and started
Like direct,
speaking on it, and like boom, boom. And she was just like, it was like a 3-way conversation between me, her, and God in that moment. And she was like, you know, after it was all done, she just stopped and looked at me, and she was like, you know, this was all on your timing. She was like, this was your time. She goes, we tried our hardest to force you. We were trying to push you into this. We were trying to get you in here, get you to do this. And she said, but this was literally all in your and God's timing.
Yeah.
And so she low-key was like apologizing, like, you know, like,
my bad.
yeah, like, you know, that's our bad. Like, we, as much as we tried to force you, we couldn't force, you know what I mean? What the Lord was doing in you and
needed you to get
what he was putting together.
It's on God's timing.
Yeah, exactly.
God's timing wasn't chose as much as you'd like to think it was.
Yeah.
That was nothing but the Lord.
Nothing
I mean,
but
the
the
Lord
Lord,
had a plan for you. You know what I mean?
Nothing but the
And
Lord.
yeah.
And look at you now with the whole group.
A whole,
Bro,
bro.
look at you. Like, you know what I mean? Used to always say you got the keys, like, you know what I mean, to so many souls. Like, you just got to be able to get there.
You just got to,
You got to start your walk. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it usually is with most people, bro. You gotta actually do your own work first within your soul. You know what I mean? And then once you do that, soul searching, so to say, then you can then now you can start, you know, branching off and touching other people
And doing
stuff
other,
like
yeah,
that.
and without forcefully doing it, though.
right.
You know
Tainting.
what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Without
the biggest part.
Trying to pour in somebody's cup, you gonna pour, you know what I mean,
Man.
dye in their water. So now they water will never be the same because you thought, oh, I'm pouring in their cup, but really you pouring, you know what I
Pollution.
mean, oil.
You putting oil in their
You
water.
putting oil in their water, man.
man.
So it's like,
That's dope. That's a boom.
Yeah. So I've been putting on the other one when we started the boom.
Yeah.
I've been putting them from my edits. I put in the boom. So now we can just be like, that's a boom. I can put it on. Like, yeah, we good. But yeah, bro. Back kind of into our topic. Why is it that we can talk about our struggles with anger, fitness, finances, but the moment that the topic shifts to lust, even love, loneliness, it's like the room goes silent. And what are we truly afraid of losing?
I mean, it ain't never went silent with me. You just in the wrong room there, my boy. You bring up them, I'm gonna talk your ear off here. Like, man, this again?
Man.
Nah, but honestly, I think it just comes down to vulnerability. Like masculinity, I feel like that plays a big part in it. You know what I mean? When it comes to lust and love, if you overly, you know what I mean, into like love or lover boys, they call it, bro, you soft. You know what I mean? That diminishes your masculinity level.
Right.
And I feel like there's a lot of that stuff going on subconsciously. Not really said, but you can see it and it's expressed in body languages and the way you interact with certain people. So I feel like that would have a play if I just had to guess, because you know me, boy. I'm talking. I'm gonna let you know. I'm lonely. I'm going through this. I didn't did that. I cheated. This is what it did for me. This is how I'm feeling now. Like,
But would you say that you just got to that point, or was it always like that for you?
honestly, it was just me figuring out myself and who I am.
Yeah.
Like I grew up not talking. Like speak up. Like I felt like I didn't have a place to talk. So if I'm talking, I'm still like talking like this. What'd you say?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Pretend I'm blind, but I can hear real good. Like, you know, stuff like that.
So you said that you probably found your voice.
Nah, I wouldn't say I found my voice. I would say necessarily like I found out like why I am the way I am, why I like acted the way I acted growing up. And it's like, oh, so this is those reasons, you know what I mean? And I didn't feel like I had a voice. to say certain things. And I was like, I did have a voice, and I should have been able to say certain things, but because I was young, you know what I mean? Don't talk when kids is talking, things like that. I was just like, oh, they right. I probably shouldn't be talking. And that went into adulthood. And then I start like just communicating with other people, therapists about life, and it's the normal for me. It's all I know. So I'm talking about it just normally, and they're like, "That's wow." Like, I'm sorry that, and I'm like, "What you mean you sorry?" Like, nah, like I'm cool. I'm chilling. And then you start doing the digging into your
like,
own like inventory,
Kind of was.
and then you're like, "Man, what?"
Yeah.
So then I was just like, "Bro, like, there's other people out here going through the same stuff that feel the same way that can't talk about it. They feel like they can't talk about it. Nobody knows this. Nobody goes through the same." Bro, somebody has been through something similar that can attest and be like, I've been there, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was my thing back in the day when I thought when I was super lonely and all that, I was like, man, I'm the only person in the whole world going through this.
Bro.
But when I go on now, I was like, man, people are the same.
That's
the
never
same
the
person.
case.
Yeah.
It's never the case. I remember I was 13 and there was a situation where like, bro, I'm the only one going through this. All right, it's just a weird thought. But the thought was like, what happens, you know what I mean, when I die? Is it like when I sleep? Like, you know what I mean? Like when I sleep. I woke up one day and I was like, man, I don't remember like sleeping. I just remember
Am I dead?
like, you know what I mean? Blind.
Right, for
And
real.
I was just like, is that like what death is? And then just like a whole like
Just
you're a
took it
teenager,
off.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you don't know anything. You're just in your head and you can't talk to none of your friends about it because they're just like, oh no, like you know what I mean?
About trying to kill
It-
yourself, dog, or what? Like,
It
nah.
was just like, bro, like you know what I mean? You can't talk to nobody else. That shame, you know, like that embarrassment. So I'm just like,
Isolation.
oh man. And then I felt that way from like a year, and I isolated myself, didn't really talk to nobody. My friends would come over, and I just couldn't get that thought out of my head, right?
Yeah.
I had a little brother. He turns about 13, 14. He's that same kind of way, and I'm like trying to like, hey, what's up, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Trying to talk to him and things like that. He's isolated the same way.
Yeah.
And then finally he opens up to me, and he's like, you know what? I just can't get this thought out of my head. And it was just like that same thought that I had that drove me into like this weird teenager like kind of panic thing. And I was like, bro, you're not the only person that's been there. Like I literally went through the same thing at your age. And that's what really thought like, you thought you was the only one going through this. I guarantee you some other kid older than you went through the same thing. Like, so I was like, bro, somebody can really help and be like,
It's really just about opening up, like you said, like that vulnerability, bro, which kind of ties back into, you know, my story that I was speaking on is nobody was willing to be vulnerable.
That's what it is.
You know, so there's no connection and there's no realization from anybody else coming up, especially under you. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people that look up to you, especially younger ones that are looking up. And the more that you're open with them and like, hey, bro, it's cool. Like, you know what I mean? I get those thoughts. I've been through that same thing. I'm still going through those same things, as a matter of fact. Like, but look, this is how I deal with it. This is how I attack it. You know what I mean? And then that's even more motivating for, like you said, like little bro to be like, oh, dang, okay, like cool, like okay, I can try this. I can, you know, I'll try doing it the way you did.
You got to normalize the struggles, and like you said, like stop letting the whole masculine image, you know what I mean, get in the way of stuff. You know what I mean? Normalize the fact that you're gonna be lustful. You gotta normalize what it looked like when you actually love somebody. You know what I mean? Like, don't make it a soft thing if you loving on your woman. Nah, bro, this is men stuff.
it take a
You know
real
what I mean?
man.
It take
you know
a
what I
real
mean?
man to actually be vulnerable and get these things out. Otherwise, you holding stuff back. That's lying to yourself.
Right.
That's not manly at all.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta just. I think it's just up to people that went through it to give their testimony so that it can be normalized that everybody is going through things in life. You know what I mean?
You got to break barriers.
Exactly.
You got to set a standard. That's what I try to do. I try to just be open and transparent. You know, like with me being where I came from is like with a little speech impediment, but I try to do my very best to possibly just be open, transparent, talk about porn, talk about my life experience, because I know that I didn't get that when I was growing up, but now that I know now, I need to get that back to the whoever need to going through anything. I go talk to people about that, like sex and all that, because I went through that.
Absolutely.
Somebody needs to hear it, and it's gonna save somebody from like
From going down that rabbit hole.
from the depths. You know what I mean? Like something you say or hearing your story can literally change somebody. Like, man,
That
I'm literally
quick,
getting
though.
there. Like that's literally where I'm walking to. Like, you know what I mean?
And it's that quick too.
That quick.
You know what I mean? Somebody got so many, like just from our little podcast that we've been doing so far, you know what I mean? People sending DMs and stuff like that, like, man, that was hitting, right? That was right on home. I needed to hear that. So it's just that it's how important it is for us to give our, and it's our opinions, but it's our testimony. You
This
know
is
what I mean?
lived, yeah,
It's lived. It's
literally.
lived. You know what I mean? It's lived through. So it's bigger than opinion. It's a testimony. So yeah, you gotta get your thing out there.
Yeah, that's so big, bro. It's just that openness and connect, like you said, save somebody from the depths, and not even that, like just to give somebody that motivation that if they do fall, there's still light at the end. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gonna fall, there's gonna be things, but you can still pick yourself back up and get back.
Dust, dirt off your shoulder.
I was literally just like, boy, yeah, because you was spitting. I was like, yeah, you better. My bad, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you good. But yeah, so okay, let's try to get into. Actually, right here we're gonna redefine the strength. In the kingdom, vulnerability isn't weakness; it's tactical awareness. Right. Admitting you are taking heavy fire takes more courage than pretending your perimeter is secure, which we just.
But we hearing the ting ting. Nah, I'm good. Ain't no bullets coming over here. Ting ting.
And you know what's crazy? This was actually the thought that I had while we were speaking. It just low key left for a second. Is the other way around, right? Like being vulnerable and open as a Christian, right? And as a man trying to do this walk, being open about lust and everything, it seems like, for us, we're into this, right? The Kingdom Warriors, everything, we do this. We talk, we open, we speak on it. But for other believers, it's so hard for them to be able to open up. Yeah. But in the same token, like, I wasn't always like, we weren't always like this in the walk. It took some, it took a little bit to get to this point. But on the other side, bruh, it's so easy to talk about your lust. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, bro, I had this girl the other night, bro. Right. She wore this whoop-de-whoop. She came back to the house. We did the whoop-de-whoop. Like, and getting into, like, dudes be getting into detail and going on crazy. But it's so much, it's so easy.
It's not even that it's easy. It's almost kind of like rewarding. Like, it's glorified. Like, it's a different. Right. Whoa, bro, you just
ain't even.
Bro, that's how what? Because I'm thinking about it and I'm like, dog.
Yeah, on the flip side, it's so much.
That literally got me into so much stuff, being over vulnerable, trying to like, you know what I mean? Get cool points. Like, bro,
see, that's the normalization part on a different spectrum right there. See, it's normalized for that to be the cool thing.
Literally.
You understand what I'm saying? Literally. Like that's what the enemy is, you know what I mean, polluting the world with. Like, this is the cool thing to do. Yeah. This is the apple. You know what I mean? That's the apple, bro. Like, you know what I mean? This is what's supposed to be happening. You're cool if you do this. And the world is getting emphasized on the Instagram and through the day naps and all of that stuff. So now that's the normal thing, and that's what you're supposed to be doing.
And it will be fit for His glory.
It says in the book that that's not okay. Like, you know what I mean? No, so definitely. It's such as to normalize the book stuff. You know what I mean? But that's why it's hard to talk about the lust when you know it's wrong, because it's like everybody else is gonna be like,
come on,
you better go over there. You better go handle that, man. That's what it be.
That's definitely me with older brothers, bro. Like, trying to be like, you know what I mean, mama's boy. So I say something like, you know what I mean. They be like, get slapped in the back of the head.
Yeah, shut up. Like, that's my neck that time.
Don't talk about her like that.
Yeah,
really, boy, if you don't. So let's just say it's probably why my head shaped like this, because them hooks was getting hooked, boy.
For real,
man. Kind of like we were speaking on earlier too. It's very crucial and important to establish, because you just talked about, right, like having older brothers and stuff, and kind of like, slapping on the back or be like, hey, go get her, not like almost forcing you into those.
You know what I mean?
Right? Like, so we need to have we need calm check guys. People who you can hit on the radio. You don't confess your deepest struggles to the whole internet, right? Because there's a lot of people I've been seeing on Facebook, and they be just going. You like, dang, bro, your whole business is,
life story.
I get being open and everything, but like at this point, it's like Yeah, that's literally you getting judgments, you getting all kinds of stuff all through your, you know what I mean? It's not always all supportive.
Not getting substantial feedback.
Yeah.
Boy, I done almost done it a couple times.
But I done did it a couple times and got a phone call be like, hey, delete that off of your face, bro. I was like, all right, bro, let me get
That's what I'm saying. I be getting hit with stuff like that too. I'm like, man, what? It don't look good.
I woke up a few times looking at some stuff like, bro, what was
hold on, let's
what was I
What
thinking,
was I
bro?
going through, man?
You know, you got to have 2 or 3 individuals who have clearance to know your exact coordinates. You know,
On your friends,
That's a boom.
like 360.
Sheesh.
the 360 that you know you can call
Literally that live 360.
Yeah, which literally goes straight into kind of my next question I had was, if your spiritual perimeter was breached tonight at 2 a.m., who is the first person you call? Do you actually have a 911 brother in your life, or are you fighting as a solo operative?
I believe we all got them. Yeah, man. It's simple as hitting that thread. Somebody else.
Literally, that's what I'm saying.
Even in the kingdom on your thread, bro.
Who can send a prayer up for me?
So like, I'm here.
Literally,
somebody else.
somebody,
Always
bro.
at every hour of the night,
Always.
somebody, I'll be waking up, be like, dang, I was talking at 2:30 in the morning. Like, goodness
Bro, I be
gracious.
getting into work, like, you know what I mean? Oh, somebody called out, ding, and I look this Kingdom Warrior
Yeah.
chat. Good morning,
Goodness,
what you doing up right now?
For real, bro.
Yeah, that's super crucial, bro, to have that line. And, you know, just a blessing for us, like we said, to have a whole group that we know, like, bro, I need prayer right now. Let me let me hit this. And, you know, to even, and it's encouraging, too, to wake up to that.
Bro.
Yeah.
To wake up and see, like,
Absolutely.
oh, bro, like, oh, cool, bro, ask for prayer. Oh, bet, yep, he was awake, he was awake. Cool. Oh, bro must have just woke up because it's like 4:30. That's when he go to work.
Yeah.
You know, he said he praying for him. Then, like, bro, that it's so encouraging for me to wake up and see that.
Straight
It's
up.
encouraging to be someone who like wants prayer, but like, man, how do I ask for this, or how do I ask for the help that I know I need?
Right.
But that masculinity and that, you know what I mean, that
Ego,
pride is in the
pride,
way. But you
yeah.
see somebody else like, hey, man, I'm going through it. Can you send a prayer for me because I'm really battling this, or I'm like
real.
going through this, and all right, you know, we got you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and then you're like, man, so it's that easy, right?
It's
Man,
that
they didn't say like, you know what I mean? They ain't looking at him no type of way. Like, they ain't worried about it.
Right.
Let me go ahead and, hey,
It'd
can
be
I
the
get a prayer
simplest
too?
stuff, the simplest stuff too. I mean, I got a tickle in my throat.
Literally, the cold coming on.
We put it on the prayer wall.
Literally. And that's like, honestly, I'll see it sometimes too. Like, I'll be on the online service and I'll see somebody put in a prayer request or something like that. And I'm like, man, yeah, let me do it. Because the first time I did, I was super discouraged. I was like, who's going to see it? Like, where's it going to go?
Yeah.
Like,
It's going up.
and
That's where it's going.
somebody just said, I sent a prayer through. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and send that one through too,
For real,
man.
bro.
Yeah, it's motivating.
Yeah, that low key tie right into my other segment I had here called rules of engagement of how to receive a confession. You know, when a brother finally musters the courage to say, I'm losing this battle, how the group responds determines whether he stays in the light or retreats back into the shadows.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know,
Wanna touch on that?
So
I mean, it's detrimental, you know, like if the group is kind of like taking their time to kind of figure out what they're going to say, but like if they quickly get into like a warm brother feeling, like my brother Sean from In Shape, him and I had this conversation last night about him having anxiety. I didn't send no text message back. I just called him. We had a 2-hour conversation.
yeah, that's huge too.
I
that.
said, bro, I was like, I've been exactly where you're at, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I've been telling him to go back to church. I mean, I was like, where are you at church? I'm on him to go out to church, like, cause mainly he went to a cult-like church. I don't know where it's at, but
It's one of them ones.
that's one of those ones. But I was saying, like, man, like, with your anxiety, the enemy knows exactly what you're gonna do, but he don't knows what the past. He brings what in the past, but he doesn't know what the future. God knows the past, the present, and the future.
Yeah.
And he doesn't tempt you with those things. He's just gonna see what you're gonna do.
It is.
That's a boom. That's a boom.
Oh, damn, my bad. I didn't missed out on that one.
For sure.
But yeah, no, bro, that's crucial. And I like how you said you just called them. You know what I mean? To have, like, that's a big thing. Like, you know what I mean? If you're talking, like, somebody's opening up to you personally and to be texting me like, man, let me just call, bro.
call,
Like, you
yeah.
know what I mean? Let me really
That's
tap in with
huge.
you.
That's big in itself.
Because you're not gonna feel these real like this exclamation point ain't gonna get through what I'm trying to tell you.
Might come off wrong or
They
like,
might-
bro, why
why
you
you yelling
said
at me?
Literally, something like that easy can be misread or
Text are
misled
so
through text.
easy
Yes.
misinterpreted, bro.
Put the wrong word in
So
there.
many arguments happen. I'm like, I didn't even mean it like that. I forgot to put the space. You know what I mean? There's a period right there. But no, you said it.
It's huge, but you got to come off. I mean, it's about understanding.
Literally understanding.
You know what I mean? Or I should say, trying to understand. Because
it's
you're not
always
going to understand everybody.
Yeah, somebody's situation.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like some situation may be like, whoa, I can't even imagine.
Can't even fathom,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like how that might feel. And I mean, started off like that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, dude, I'm so sorry to hear that. Like, I can't even imagine what that must feel like, dude. But like, why don't you tell me? Like, what is it making you feel like? What is it? You know what I mean? What thoughts go through your head when it's like that? And that's a good way to get them to open up a little more, feel comfortable and feel not judged.
To
You know
even
what I mean?
at least get it off. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like at
Even
least
if
they
you
can
can't
get it
help.
off their chest.
Right.
Like,
Even if you can't help, because that release is so important for when you're going through something. It's important to get that out. You know what I mean? Because if you holding it in or you feel like you can't talk to somebody, that's when that isolation come in, and it's like it's detrimental to our soul. So
yeah.
I
you know what
like
I mean?
that approach because it's like you're almost asking us, like, you know what I mean? Getting them to try to explain it to you. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't even know what this is.
can't.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Like, I can't even, like,
I don't know
how did it
I
make
would
you?
get- yeah,
Exactly.
like,
So then it's like, well,
Jesus.
let me try to, like, explain it to him so he get, like, you know what I mean? He can get it more.
Right.
And then now they're actually, like you said, opening up and they're,
And
like,
nine
letting
times-
it out.
Yeah, 9 times
with-
out of 10, they start talking to themselves.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Now it's like they starting to understand.
They're getting a deeper a
Yeah.
deeper understanding of it themselves, trying to like be able to break it down to you.
Straight
Because
up.
I've been there and I've experienced that with other people. Like, hey, like how do you? And then I see it on them, so it's like, bro, that's
Yeah, it's deep.
that's an amazing way to approach any kind of.
Give him a boom. Give him a
That's
boom.
it,
Give him
man.
a boom.
Double boom the man, boy.
One of the rules of engagement I got here is no friendly fire. The response to a brother's confession cannot be shock, judgment, or a lecture. He already knows he messed up. You know what I mean? He just needs you to be a brother.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like you said, just receiving receiving how he's feeling, his emotions, what he's going through, what's happened, and then to just give him that encouragement.
To get back up.
Yeah, to get back up. It's not about like giving him like, a lecture is a big one, bro. You know what I mean? Because there's so many times, even for me, like when people call me and stuff, and we're talking, and then like I can't help but just start going in, right? But not going in on them, but just going in on like how to attack situations as a whole, and you know the ways to go about it. And I always make sure I'm like, hey, bro, like, you know, I'm like, hey, like, I'm not trying to preach at you.
Yeah.
And literally every single time I get the same feedback, like, nah, bro, you literally just talking.
Yeah.
They'd be like, no, bro, like, you're not preaching. Like, you literally just talking.
Yeah, but the conscious thought of it.
Yeah,
all
the
that.
conscious thought of me,
Yeah.
because I know when I go through things, I'm like, bro, like, stop preaching at me, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But I think, like we said, that's a big thing, too, of being able to relate, because a lot of those conversations I have are with fellow brothers or people who are still out in the world and doing things. And like, bro, like, I know you. You don't preach. You don't, you know what I mean? You just literally relate, and you just really looking out for me, and you just giving me this feedback. So a lot of times it'd be me. I'd be like, hey, bro, like, I'm sorry, bro. I don't mean to preach. And they're just like, nah, bro, like,
what are you
you know,
talking
keep
about?
going. Yeah, keep getting it.
That's
Keep-
because you don't want to run people off too. You know how
Yeah.
you know how it could come
Yeah.
off. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
That's a thin line to tread too. You know what I mean?
How
'Cause
it could come off.
yeah, it could come off that way. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But that all depends on the person that you talking to too.
Yeah, because me, bro, like, even now, but like even back then when like somebody, as soon as they start talking, like I feel like they preaching,
Already.
I shut down.
Yeah.
I'm one of those ones, like I don't get like aggressive back, or I don't do like, I literally shut down.
God.
I tune out. Yeah, I'm like, bro, like you can look at me and tell
Yeah,
like, oh,
he's
I
done.
lost him.
Yeah.
I lost him. He not listening. You know, I could say whatever I want, and he not gonna care. He
Ain't
not
gonna
listening.
hear a thing.
Yep, and that was a big thing for me. So I always, try to keep that in the back of my head when just talking with brothers and talking with other people about situations and things that they may be going through, and at the same time trying to be the light in their situation.
Right.
I feel like that's big, and we only, at the end of the day, we're only going to know ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Like we were just saying, there's somebody out there going through something similar that feels a similar way to us.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So somebody out there like, oh man, I ain't trying to hear that preaching. You knowing that, you're going to be able to reach people that aren't processing that thought. Like, man, I'm coming off too preachy. You're going to be able to reach those people that person isn't able to reach.
Absolutely.
So like, we all have our own things that, like, you know what I mean, set us off, or like we really don't, you know what I mean, kind of rub us the wrong way.
Yeah.
There are other people like that. That the way we address certain situations and people, like they're going to, I don't know, gravitate or resonate with that more. So it's gonna be able to, like, you're actually gonna be able to water it. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna have no shade. It's hitting. Most of them gonna hit the shade and just run off like over the crop. It ain't even gonna hit none of the crops. It's just gonna run down. You know what I mean? Right into the little drain.
Gone for real. But nah, we all have our unique tool. You know what I mean? That's why we all got to come together as one in the body, you know what I mean, the body of Christ.
Yeah, I think that goes right into my second rule of engagement is having the medic mind state. You know, when a soldier comes to the tent, you don't ask him why he got shot. Yeah. You stop the bleeding. You go straight.
Where's the wound?
Put some pressure on it.
Pressure on it. It's going to hurt a little bit. Like this, huh?
Tourniquet.
Yeah, bro, that's a big thing.
That's big.
And if a brother confessed a serious slip up to you today, would your first instinct be to protect his reputation? Because that's a big one right there.
It is. Or
to help him fight for his soul? How do we balance grace with heavy accountability?
That's huge.
I think you just gotta take it like, kind of like just ask more questions in depth. Like, for example, like how I picture is that I would ask myself the same question. I would basically picture if someone else telling me the same thing.
Put yourself in their shoes type thing. Yeah.
How would I handle that situation? How I would talk to that person? How would I talk myself off the ledge or bring myself back down?
That's good. That's a good one.
As far as like ruining brother's reputation, I wouldn't think it'd be necessary to put brother out there by name, whatever battle it is. But I would make it a point to, like, hey, we have a brother going through yada yada.
Right.
You know what I mean? He'll reach out to you. Like, you'll hear more if he so exactly.
chooses.
But put the ball in their court to be like, we got you, bro. No matter what it is, like, we're here for you if you want to tell us. But like, I know you need my help, so at the very least, I'm gonna help you with the way I can.
Right.
And that's never gonna be putting a business on. Oh, well, yada yada told me, so I think we should get together for yada yada, and we send us for yada yada. Like, nah, because then that's.
I done been putting a few of them things.
Come on,
come on, you gonna tell them all my business now?
Like, you sitting there with your head down, you just hold on.
now you got brother so and so texting me,
tapping me on the shoulder right now. Like, how you know this? Because they said your name.
Yeah, you know Jeff told me. Like, now they feel like they can't come back to talk to you anymore.
Well, because then now you lost my trust. So it's like, if I can't trust you with this, bro, like, man, like, you probably doing this with every, like, the mind starts running, you know what I mean? The enemy get in and you just.
And that it kind of teeters the line too, because that could so easily turn into, depending who you tell and who you're talking to, could easily turn into gossip.
Literally.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, you start talking, next thing you know, y'all talking about the person, and y'all, well, why don't they do this? They should have did that. And then you know they always doing. You know they always was doing that.
I tell them, but you know how they is.
And it
probably
turns
still over there messing with them drugs and all of that.
And
instead of using all of them opinions.
Ain't fooling with that girl again.
Yeah, I told him to stop when you on this. Oh man,
all that come in. The enemy just infiltrated 3 different people.
Like on 3 different, on 3 different battlefields.
3 different, bro. What?
Yahtzee.
Yeah.
3 different weapons.
For real.
Like this one, the slingshot. And pull out the battle axe for this one. You got an arrow on hand.
He done knocked on. And to really think about it, the first person that got hit, you know, like so it'd be lust. And you coming to a brother talking like, hey, bro, like, you know, I had this slip. And then that brother go and then hold a conversation and start gossiping about you. So now he done took out 2 with gossip, right? He done took the first dude and hit him with a double whammy because now he done got hit with the lust. And now he's getting hit with the fact that the gossip. And now he's getting hit with the thought of isolation because now he don't want to tell nobody. Bruh, it's a whole like cascading snowball effect.
Absolutely.
At that point.
And they got a precept that most every Christian is judgmental, but you got to tell them like, no, not every Christian is the same.
Yeah, that's a big. It's so hard sometimes, right, to do like what we call church hurt.
Church, I was gonna say church.
You know,
hurt.
like church hurt damage control, right? Because a lot of the times, I get it all the time. They're like, well, so and so did this to me back in the day, or you know, whoop de whoop is like, you know, whoop de whoop goes to church and they act like this, and I'm like, bro, it's not always like that. And then my biggest thing is like, well, who do you put your faith in? Are you putting your faith in the person, or are you putting your faith in the God?
Whoop de whoop a God.
Yeah, like what are you? Why are you worried about what they got to say and what they got going on and what they did? When at the same time, like our faith is based on God. Yeah. It's not based on the person at church. It's not based on the pastor up front. You know what I mean? It's not based on me. It's not based on you.
I tell them straight up. I mean, don't get it twisted. The devil in the church too, chilling.
In there, slouched back with his hands, his arms kicked out.
Doing the Carlton dance. He's in the back like this. And that's a good one. Y'all know I made that one, right?
Said I came up with that.
Straight up, because some of the people making the songs, you know what I mean, ain't really doing what they supposed to. So the devil might have made some of them songs. So when you worshiping, don't just be worshiping just to sing the song. Get your real worship on.
Yeah, bro. It's a real like. It's a real hard thing to do, especially when talking to others who have been in the church before, and they left because of that reason, and you know, because of another brother, because of another sister, because of, you know, something somebody did, something somebody said, and it's just like, bro, like, no, like, come on, like, just
it ain't that one.
Yeah, and especially now, like, you know, what what I like to say, the precedent that we're setting now, just even just in our generation, right? Because us as Kingdom Warriors, we know what we stand for and what we're about. But even just looking back at the generation coming in now, the way that they're coming at the church is totally different. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's
a skeptic.
Not even skeptic, like just no, like people coming into the church different. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like it's I don't want to say a trend, right? Because what we do is not for a trend. It's not trying to be trendy. But at the same time, like, the music's different right now. Like now, right? Now we got a connection with the music. The way people are talking is totally different. We got podcasts. We got all kind of different things that. Time out. They be loud, bro. Bless them, Lord.
Kingdom
wherever
Warriors
they
in the middle of the battlefield.
Yeah, in the middle of the battlefield,
man.
We got people that, you know what I mean, that are coming in and really connecting, and like we said, being vulnerable, being open, you know what I mean, talking about these type of things, and
actually being cool, like they, like I said earlier, like normalizing it.
Yeah,
you know
normalize,
making it seem like this is a cool thing to do.
Literally.
You know what I mean, and actually showing the results, sharing testimony and stuff
like no longer feeling like an outcast.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But just go like we were saying about like the trend. I think every church has an identity. Our identity, it seems more of a family, brother, sister kind of culture that you don't really see that much often. You're like, oh well, we're just going here, praise the Lord. Let's put a little lights over here. Let's make it like a concert. You know, like you come into church, come as you are. I mean, we're setting the standard of that, and that's something important because everyone comes in there like, oh wow, this is a good time.
Yeah, like, dang, dudes in here with hats backwards.
Right.
You know, like, I walked in with a Lego hat the other day. You know what I mean?
That thing was clean too.
Like, bruh, it's so much different, and that's a big thing. A shout out Limitless, you know, per usual. Yeah. Like, you know, just the welcoming factor, like you said, like it's family, it's friends. They're so loving, and it's like literally come as you are, bruh. Come in pajamas if you got to. Just get in here.
Literally. Like,
as long as you in here, that's what we care about.
If you could sneak through the door without somebody saying hi to you, I'll give you $100.
I get
You can't get in that thing. You can't breach it without being wretched by somebody.
Yeah,
for real.
Late trying to creep in and somebody be walking in. Oh, hey, how you doing?
What's going on?
Welcome in. You want some coffee?
Yeah, for real.
Man.
Yeah, bro, that's huge, bro. Shout out to Limitless, bro.
That's huge because growing up, man, like I used to be suited and booted, Stacey Adams, Ty Kane, and all. Like,
no, you got to see some. We got to show you some pictures, man.
Right, it's church. You know what I mean? That's how you come to church.
Like, you got to show out.
You was not. What?
Man.
But I was dripped out too.
It was.
Yeah, not wearing no jeans back in the day.
Get those
tennis shoes? Not at all. You
Nope.
couldn't wear.
Yeah, you
none
can't.
of
You
that.
ain't
You
wearing
ain't got
tennis
no collar
shoes.
shirt on.
No,
Yeah,
no
collar
jeans.
shirt.
You can get away with a polo sometimes.
You know
And
what I mean?
you better not have a design or like something like that.
Bro,
No,
what?
bro,
You got
getting
South
looks.
Pole on the side of your shirt. What?
Look,
With the little mech. Oh yeah, nope.
They might not let you in.
it's,
Echo Unlimited. Man. He had
it's
the door.
bad, bro.
It was,
Bro.
and that's what like I thought it was. You know, I thought it
That's
had to
always
be.
going-
I thought
yeah,
it
that-
had
like
to
that's-
be that.
This is what it is. This is the precedent of church.
Yeah.
And it's just like the older generation is still now, but they are with the times too.
Oh yeah, they done. They like,
You look
oh,
comfortable in
dang.
here right now. Yeah, you look a little cozy.
They know they was wilding.
I know Pastor John.
That's what it is.
Pastor John's be a little suited and booted. I was like, dang,
Oh, yeah,
look
see?
at him.
Yeah, he are. Yeah, but then
But some people, that's what they like to wear.
Yeah.
Like my dad,
Oh,
if,
yeah,
if my
simply.
dad, when he says I'm dressing up, it's not gonna be like, oh, I got a nice pair of jeans on. No, when he dress up, the way
like
he
got
likes to dress up,
pinstripe suits.
Oh,
so
and
he
all
got
that.
to do like a 3-piece.
Yeah.
With the matching cane and the
Double-breasted.
like
Okay.
that's how
Feather on the hat,
like when I
matching the
think
socks.
dressed up, I'm
Yeah,
like, let me put on
talking
some
about-
nice jeans, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Nice little shirt and a little jacket. No, he like, bro, let me poop on y'all real quick.
Yeah,
Show
bro.
in and show out.
Yeah, and that's just I feel like that's just how the older generation was. You know what I mean?
Straight
Bro,
up.
that's how they was dressing in the 70s.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Every
Flare
day.
jeans, like it was literally
Yeah.
suits, bro. You just wearing
Absolutely.
busted down suits.
Yeah.
But it kind of goes into no matter how nice you dress, you still filthy on the inside.
Oh boy, I was man, 3 years ago, I was probably the fly. You couldn't tell me I wasn't the flyest dude on this earth, bro.
But I was the
inside, I was
filthiest.
Man.
atrocious,
Dirty
man. Just the
boy.
stuff I was hiding, just the stuff I was just like,
Yeah.
The lust,
bro,
the
lust,
loneliness,
the loneliness, the lies.
Ooh, that's another L. That's a good L. Lies
What?
too, bro.
The lies were
Because
insane.
the lies play into the love and the lust and the loneliness.
Because I'm gonna lie to you
Yeah.
because I feel like it's the safest bet.
Yeah.
I'm looking out for you by lying to
We're
you.
playing
looking
all
out
of
for
them. It's
you.
playing all of them except the love out there.
Yeah,
It's love ain't lie.
that's
See,
true.
but the thing is,
you will lie to keep love.
Yeah, you
Not
will
on
lie
your
to keep
end, but to
love.
keep somebody else's love.
Yeah.
You're trying to
bro.
protect them, but you're really hurting yourself in the long run.
Yeah, that's what I realized, bro. So I ain't gonna lie to you now. Like, don't ask me nothing. You
Don't
know
ask.
answer to.
If you-
I'm just
you-
gonna be like,
You saw?
I got time. I got time today.
all right,
Well, come on and sit
you
down.
asked for it. You know what I mean?
I'll talk to you. Sit down.
As a matter of fact, I'm glad you asked.
Yeah, because I've been thinking about how I was going to get
It's
this
looking
tea.
like Dirty Dan on the inside, boy.
Yeah, bro, you gotta acknowledge that filth. You know what I mean? And just situational circumstance, acknowledge the breach.
But if not, it eat you. It eat you alive.
You gotta step out of that denial.
Yeah.
Stop calling it a bad habit, quote unquote, and start calling it what it is: a spiritual breach that is draining your authority.
That's big.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's exactly what it is. It's a spiritual
boom.
breach.
Could this be another? Could this be another L? Leeches in your life? Like you got about some leeches, like spiritual leeches,
That's
Oh yeah, a lot of those, man.
like the people
Draining,
that
like-
drain you.
people you
I've
just
been one
talk
of
to.
those.
You just gotta hold the one conversation. And you're like, damn, bro,
there
I'm
goes-
just so drained from it.
Yeah. Energy is a thing, bro. You know what I mean? People, the energy that you invest in the people or give your time to, your ears or your eyes, or you know what I mean? Even talking to certain people, they can drain your energy, bro. Switch your whole mind frame up.
Okay, we talked about the leeches. Have any of us ever? Can any of us remember a time where we were a spiritual leech to someone for any reason, whether it was lust or like, you know what I mean, just subconscious, bro. Like,
Lead.
because once you said leeches, I said, man, I've been one of those. And I just thought about it. I was like, damn.
I've been leeching.
Blood sucking
dang.
scoundrel. I'm telling you right now.
Subconsciously though, like not even like, you know what I mean. Sometimes it's like you look back after
Oh,
the fact,
even
like,
consciously.
bro,
I done
what?
did
Oh
it
yeah.
on purpose.
Oh, we have done it on purpose, but the
Glorified.
subconscious
You know what I
ones,
mean?
even like the ones you didn't try to do, like yeah, we tried to do this. You know what I mean? We
right.
leeching on purpose, but the ones that you like,
You
bro,
had
I
good
really
intentions
bro, I
still.
really-
Yeah.
That's really how this went. Like I did that.
I messed it, yeah. And then you condemn, yeah. That's like conviction after that. It's like, oh,
Bro, that'll
shame.
do you
There's a
in.
couple
talking about,
situations.
That's why they say
that-
ignorance is bliss. Because once you like, you know what I mean, you don't got that conviction when you don't know.
yeah.
You ain't got nothing to convict you.
Mm-hmm.
But once you got
Once
that,
you know,
that
it's
knock,
like-
boy, you like, hold on.
Hold on a minute here.
So
Hold
many
up
people,
now.
so many people go down that slope though. You know what I mean? And then they shell up. That isolation come in. And I'm like, oh, I done did this, man. I don't deserve to have no love.
That shame.
That was
Yeah,
me,
straight
man.
into
So
the
now-
isolation.
now you
fetal
go
position,
into,
you in the ball like this, just rocking.
Or you go into the next relationship or the next opportunity of a relationship with somebody, and you just thinking about how horrible of a dude you are because you did this to this woman, and you don't even give yourself the opportunity to open up like that again with the next woman. So you missing out on love.
Like
You
guilty
feel me?
conscious.
That's crazy.
Isaac says, quit talking about me.
Talking about me, bro. You could have just texted this to me, boy. You ain't got to put my business out there like that, dog. That boy going in on me. That's why I'm trying not to even look at him, bro. I just feel the words hit me. I feel the words hit me in my doom, boy over here getting
Lord is here.
That's so funny.
Nah, that's so true though, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And then you walk into your next thing with so much shame and guilt that it literally just builds on each other. And then not even that, it even plays into your own like emotions and the way that, you know, you might lash out at smaller things because you're holding on to this pain and this shame and hurt.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic point.
That take us into your next talking point, because we've been rolling straight into them talking points.
Bam,
Well, that takes me
bam.
into my third.
You know what?
point,
Since
which
you
is-
said that, we're gonna go on to the next bullet point.
Literally, you've been on it, my boy.
The last one I had is the extraction plan. You know,
you
which
gonna get out.
I kind of talked on it. You know, at first it's just calling it out. You know, call it out for what it is. Identify it. Like, bruh, I'm under attack. You know, I'm hit actually. Like, you know, I'm hit, bro. I'm bleeding, bro. Like, you know, I done tried the self patch. I done tried, you know what I mean, my own little bandage. I done gave myself the little what's that?
Adrenaline shot.
Yeah.
EpiPen.
The EpiPen. What's the? It's a drug.
Septic?
I work with drugs
Oh,
every single. We out here losing weight on the battlefield.
Epinephrine.
No, it's morphine.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? The single morphine shot that you can get. I done gave myself the morphine. I done tried it all, and it's just not working. So yeah, call it out for what it is. Exactly what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And who you calling it out to, be just open and genuine, so that they can really connect and really try to just understand and help you in that point. And like we said, it's a matter of having somebody that you can really rely on in a judgment free, like no, you know what I mean? Like, there's
Not too opinionated, just a
yeah.
place of understanding or trying to be understood, stuff like that, man. It's just big to have.
Somebody with the right intentions.
There you
Pure
go.
intentions.
There you
Like,
go.
I'm just being here for this person. I'm not trying to one up. I'm not trying to sound like, you know what I mean, I got more going on than this person, or like pure intentions.
I think even because that's a hard thing to do, right? Like having it in such a big topic. Like I was telling Isaac the other day, I was like, we look at lust and just like sex in general at the very top. Like, this is the golden sin, bro. Like, this is such a big sin.
Right.
But at the same time, it's the same. Actually, we was on a three-way. Yeah, that was yesterday.
Boy, you was on the call with us.
You see, I had to backtrack again. I said, wait, hold on. We was all on the call.
Got them bimbo breaks.
That, like, you know what I mean? We hold that so far up.
Right.
Which is what makes it so hard to be able to be open about those kind of things. But at the same time, sin is sin.
It's right there on the same level.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Sin is sin.
Either way you look at it.
And I think even if, you know, for those listening, if you are one of those people who hold that, you know, up, high, start with a small thing.
Right.
Just open up to your brother with a small struggle that you, hey, bro, like, to keep it real with you, bro, I ain't even been able to pray like that.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? I feel like my prayers is hitting the ceiling, bro. Like, I'm just discouraged right
Straight
now.
up.
And, you know, and start there. And you'll after a couple conversations with somebody, you gonna know, like, okay, it's a genuine dude. He gonna give me the real feedback. He gonna, you know what I mean? He really gonna try and help me in this, and he not judging.
Right.
Or you can talk to somebody and be like, oh, he just gonna preach at me. If you know, as soon as I open my mouth, he just gonna judge and preach.
Man, I ain't read my Bible in a couple days. You know you need to be reading your Bible in a couple days. I read
You
mine.
better-
You know,
Yep. Well, it's say in Luke 5:4. If you don't, you know,
And half the time, the people that's doing that Ain't read they
read
Bible.
my Bible
even
that
in
day
the-
either.
yeah.
They haven't read their Bible in days.
But it sounded good telling
Yeah,
you to,
yeah.
to read yours.
But they finna go home along their way like, oh, I need to read.
Yep, I get to it though. I get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, that's for real. That's a fantastic point.
But I also think that what you just were saying about like just keeping it real. But I think that if we don't if you don't talk to your brothers about like addressing the sin, like kind of like you see them kind of crashing now, you kind of like you just let it slide. I've been like that person, just letting people slide. But I told myself I'm not ever doing that ever again because it's like that's one of the sins that. So like one of those things, kind of like that's one of those sins that kind of got like you could have done it,
Being passive.
could have done it.
Yeah.
I gotta be like, well, they gone and you going with them because they wouldn't have had to go if you'd have just gave them that information that you had in you that they didn't have in you yet. So you sitting by and letting them like, oh no, it's fine. That was one of the first things I read.
Yeah.
That was one of the first things I read when I opened my Bible that had me like. So I'm like,
get
if
in
I
trouble
don't
for
say
that?
something like, I'm dead too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You just
Like,
gonna
you know
let
what I mean?
You see my sheep walking over there towards the cliff.
And they're like, he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. He did it. He's dead.
Yeah.
No, but you're definitely dead too.
Yeah,
I might
you
kill
gone.
you first, you know what I mean? For letting it
For
happen.
real.
I'm just like, wait, what?
But you definitely did.
Literally, that's what, bro. What? They're like some of them proverbs, bro. You be going through them. You be,
Bruh, like, oh,
wait, Lord, so
dang. Yeah,
those
for
parts-
real, bruh.
that beginning of that chapter is like, listen, my son, if you go down there, you won't die with her.
literally,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't play with it.
No, yeah. So that's a good point because that's a very slippery line. You know what I mean? That comes with the, what'd you say it was? The compromise. You know what I mean? That leads to that compromise. You know what I mean? Because you're compromising what you know is right to make somebody else feel. They're like, oh man, you know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
That's kind of
You know what I mean? How to put it? You know what I'm trying to say, Jeff? Get it out
that's
there for me.
making them, you know what I mean, be what is it? What do you want to call it? It's like that's even worse than actually saying something to the person and trying to help them. That's like putting them in a worse position because now you're masking it for them. You know what I mean? It's like you're feeding them a lie, pretty much. They
False
coming
neighbor?
in. Yeah, that's what it. False prophet or
yeah,
what?
false
False prophet.
What's that? False neighbor?
Oh, I said that too.
Really. though.
Fake neighbors.
It's right there on the tip of my tongue. I can't get it out. But that's what it. But if you doing that, that's pretty much like killing them off. I think it says somewhere in the Bible. Either I won't even try because I don't want to butcher it.
That's exactly what I was like.
It definitely says it in there, like to know about. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I was
something
thinking
that's
something.
going on, and you don't say nothing. That's even worse than them doing.
There's one of those in Proverbs because
Yeah.
I read that specifically, just like how you said
So
it.
I got a I don't. It's not Proverbs that thing, but I got a little Bible section that just when he was talking about speaking on things that it just came to mind. It's one of mine when I think about speaking on things that the Lord, you know what I mean, really puts in my head. Ezekiel 3, starting at 16. At the end of the 7 days, the word of the Lord came to me. Son of man, I have made you a watchman for the people of Israel. So hear the word I speak and give them warning from me. When I say to a wicked person, you will surely die, and you do not warn them or speak out to dissuade them from their evil ways in order to save their life, that wicked person will die from their sin, and I will hold you accountable for their blood. But if you do warn the wicked person, and they do not turn from their wickedness or from their evil ways, they will die for their sin, but you will have saved yourself. Again, when a righteous person turns from their righteousness and does evil, and I put a stumbling block before them, they will die. Since you did not warn them, they will die for their sin. The righteous things that a person did will not be remembered, and I will hold you accountable for their blood. But if you do warn the righteous person not to sin, and they do not sin, they will surely live because they took warning, and you will have saved yourself. The hand of the Lord was on me there, and he said to me, get up and go out to the plain, and there I will speak to you. So I got up and went out to the plain, and the glory of the Lord was standing there, like the glory I had seen by Kebar River, and I fell face down. Then the Spirit came into me and raised me to my feet. He spoke to me and said, go shut yourself inside your house, and you, son of man, they will tie you with ropes. You will be bound so that you cannot go out among the people. I will make your tongue stick to the roof of your mouth, so that you will be silent and unable to rebuke them, for they are a rebellious people. But when I speak to you, I will open your mouth, and you shall say to them, this is what the sovereign Lord says. Whoever will listen, let them listen. And whoever will refuse, let them refuse. For they are a rebellious people.
Oof. Yep.
Don't get no realer than that.
So basically, if you don't try to help that person or speak out on their sins or whatever is detrimental to them,
You might as well have done that same thing.
yeah, you might as well.
'Cause
Their
you
blood
getting
is
that
on your
same
hand.
Bro, you getting that same.
Like Tupac said,
BT.
above the rim. You boogaloo, you gone too.
For real, bruh. Like you cooked. You out, coach.
And it should be that way. What kind of friend, what kind of brother are you to sit there and watch your brother or a fellow, you know what I mean, brother in Christ go through something, knowing that they leading themselves to destruction, and you stand by and just don't say nothing. Like, what type of friend is that? You know what I mean? If you see your brother going through something, you know he doing wrong, you just as guilty if you don't say something. That's just human nature. It should be. But unfortunately, you got people that actually don't mind seeing you go that path of destruction.
Actually,
Makes them feel
would
better about
enjoy to
themselves.
see.
Yeah, because they, exactly like you said, it's just like they feel better about their flaws. Okay, yeah, cool. And it's the backwards thinking of, oh, there's somebody out there just like me. You know what I mean? Instead of thinking that in a good way, the way that we preaching it, like, you know what I mean, being vulnerable and stuff, people...
Your own satisfaction.
Yeah, your own satisfaction could be just the fact that somebody else is just as messed up as me. So, I'm not that bad. Cool. Let's let him go ahead and keep on doing that so I look good. You know what I mean?
Misery loves company.
Exactly.
There's people that like they're eating their popcorn, watching you go through your misery.
Yeah, that's just eating
Man,
the
that's
popcorn,
social
bro.
media, bro.
Drop him a bomb. Somebody give him a bomb.
Everything.
I feel like we got a lot of that on social media too.
Absolutely.
Oh, bro,
That's
what?
why most
People
of the
follow you,
on
you know
there-
what I mean?
Yeah.
Just
sit
to
there and
watch
just
you,
to
yeah.
watch you crumble.
Yeah.
I say, how I got almost 1,000 followers? I got 2 likes.
Right.
Bro, what?
You know what I mean? Like, what? And it was all about Jesus.
What?
But on another topic, just get off a little topic just a little bit, but I want to say, like, we gotta be in character. What I mean by being in character, there's always people watching. I got a little testimony. So my wife and I was talking about it yesterday, about Sean and Alan at InShape, and she's like, the girls watching me talk to them about like relationships, because I'm talking about like my wife. I'm talking about like how I was when I was a thuggin' or just in the world. And this just brings me back just right now. It's like brings you back to kind of like there's always someone watching you, there's always someone listening. Kind of like they're trying to get that information because they're lost. They don't know how to put the words together, and it's our job just to fill in the blanks. But we gotta be reminded that like God speaks through them about our works, about our actions.
Yeah, that's better works and actions, bro. It's a big one.
Yeah.
I just had that conversation too, where I was like, you can say whatever you want to me. I don't care what you say, bro. I'm watching you.
I'm watching you. What you doing with
I'm
it?
literally watching you. And like you said, like, those people are watching you, bro. No, don't worry. That's not the spirit to do that.
So we need to pray in this house
The
real
light-
quick.
That light just,
Had a light bulb moment.
Sit right over his head too. You got something, don't you, boy?
that light always goes dim and then it just brightens out of nowhere. I can tell Marcus because he stopped it a little
I
bit.
thought, no, we need to
Don't
pray in
worry.
this house. Some prayer activity.
I said, don't worry. Holy Spirit been
I
in
got the
here.
holy water on.
What that olive oil?
But yeah, nah, Marcus, you absolutely, bro. That's so big. Like,
That's a big one.
to stay in character, like you said, and walk out the walk, so people, even if they do come to you, they respect what you're saying.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because if you're living one way and then you try to tell him a whole nother thing, you're trying to tell him a whole different thing, and he gonna look back and be like, yeah, "You talking all this, bro?" But I
So
just,
Right. We
let's
was
change
just
the
with
term
me
from
last
character. You know what I mean? Because I feel like when a character, like I've played characters and played.
you kind of switch up.
You know what I mean? It's like when I play the game, I choose a character.
But see
That's not who
But
I
the
am.
character that you chose is that actual person. You chose Ken
That's
or
what I'm saying.
Ryu. You know what I mean?
Being true. You know
so
what I mean?
being
Rather
true to your character, yeah. That's that
Okay,
big
being
coming-
true to your character. We're throwing true.
Okay.
because
Is that?
Yeah. Because if you are a character, then you know what I mean. If you just any kind of character on any given day, then you that kind of character.
You're just a character placed into the walk.
But yeah, he's talking about your character within, like who you actually really are.
Low key, kinda. Cause God picked you as a character in the walk.
Yeah.
What's up?
He said, "Wait, this one got these special abilities. This one got this little. This is what the thing. He not good. His endurance is a little low, but he got good speed. He got good speech.
What is our character connected to? If we're in the walk, wouldn't our character be the faith?
What do you mean?
Like
The way that that's what
exactly
you actually putting
That's
out.
where my mindset is. So it's like if my character is rooted in the faith, stay true to the faith. So that way, like it's not like, oh, I'm putting on this character, but then it's like they see me when I'm like, oh, thinking I'm cool and like let my little shoulders down, you know what I mean? And it's like that character gone, but
I stay true to the believer and to what you're preaching, staying true to like the gospel, you know what I'm saying? Staying true to the image of Jesus Christ, to be an image bearer.
yeah.
Now, if you doing that, and then at the same time, like you giving them people opportunity to, you know what I mean? They listening to you, hearing you talk this talk, but then they like, bro, I was just with you last night. I seen you popping bottles in the club. You understand what I'm saying? So now you're playing characters.
That's exactly what I'm like.
You know what I'm saying? And now we're questioning your character. You understand what I'm saying? Because I done seen two different characters.
That's
You know what I mean?
I'm on
Coming
characters.
from- yeah, but who is your real character? That's what people are gonna question. So you got to be true in the walk and your actions, as far as you know what I mean. What your character actually is. That's what people are judging you by. Your character, your walks, and your action.
Like just on that, it's like you can be a hero, you can be a villain. But also sometimes you can be that side character, not the main thing. But I think for you, you're like a main character. You hold like a big impact on people. Like when I saw you the first time, I was like, man, this dude does design. He does music. But someone else can be like, this man's lame. You know, but you have something a big part in like the sky is like, just go for it, bro. Just not just saying like do you, but like God has something more than you can ever imagine. Like just stay still and just shoot. Just go for it.
Stick to who you are.
So that's why I asked on like the character, because I'm like, I feel like what he just described, these are all different characters that I've played as in my life. You know what I mean? Like I played as this character for a couple years, played as this character for a couple years, but it's like now I'm trying to find out my truth. Like what am I being true to? And that's like everything I do is for the heart. Like, you know what I mean? So that way my heart, I can say that my heart was pure. I did everything with the purest intentions. That's what I'm trying to work through in my walk and everything, because I feel like that's what's going to get me into the gates.
So what if we say we switching from a character to an identity?
There we go.
Okay.
There we go. That's all I needed, just the character. Every time I heard character, my mind just wouldn't let me get out of that folder of, you know what I mean? All the different characters, you know what I mean? Like we've all played different characters. You read a book, it got multiple different characters. They, you know what I mean? Or like Spider-Man. It's the same character, but you got 22 different people that played the same character. You know what I mean? So it's like my mind, I'm sorry, I'm just
but
stuck
it's
like that
genuine.
sometimes.
That's the same thing a lot of people are thinking. No, that's the same thing we're talking about. But see, the fact that you have played all of those different characters makes you unique in your own right. You know what I mean? It makes you relatable to so many different other characters. You know what I'm saying? So that's the, like you said, the identity. Your identity is made up of all of those different things and characters that you were. So
He is all of them put in.
all of them is
Give him a boom.
Yeah, boom, that's a boom for sure, because I just sent us on a 15-minute tangent over. I couldn't find the word identity to replace character. I couldn't find it, so I'm over sitting there trying to, y'all get it. You know what, it's just like, bro, I didn't, made y'all head hurt my bad. Identity, that was the perfect plug and play word I needed right there.
My head was already hurting from trying to get this thing started.
I know you going there. That was,
We're over here to have a conversation. He's like, man, I gotta get this going.
that boy ripped up in the nerds like, I gotta decompress. That boy ate 2 nerds clusters.
I need some sugar to
That boy
spice
had
me
2.
up.
Boy, I ain't do nothing. You get your taste buds like, I know there's more of this character.
Oh man,
that was a good one. That was a good one.
Any other thoughts, comments, concerns, gentlemen? I figure we close this thing out like we close out Bible study. You know what I mean? I normally like any other thoughts, comments, concerns at the end of it all.
I mean, okay, we talking about vulnerability. Is there any lust that we've battled this week or in the last week?
Every day.
I can tell
every
you.
day.
Every day.
Look, he said, "Oh."
Because I hear everybody, then I hear Jeff. You said every single.
Every single day, bro. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I'm not gonna hold the listeners. I'm not gonna hold nobody, bro. That thing, UBC, we have plenty of conversations, and for me, I'm not even gonna front, but I teeter the line as hard as I can sometimes. Like, Lord forgive me, but I'll be teetering that line hard sometimes, and I even stop to check myself. So I'll be like, wait, hold on, let me not say that, or what, I shouldn't be going there. You know what I mean? And I think also, because I'm, being single compared to being in a relationship, you know what I mean, compared to being married, like, we literally got all different spectrums right here at this table. And it's it's something that, like, I'm like, well, dang, what if I did get married? Would I even lust like that? Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Would I be able to not lust and to really, like, keep my cool?
And people say that too. Like, when I got a person, I don't even think about, I don't even look at people like that no more. And it's like, to me, it's like, I don't find that to be true. Because how?
That's why
there's so many just attractive people in the world. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think that's something that definitely through marriage and praying with each other together and stuff like that, I can see that maybe, you know what I mean, lust won't be so present. But I think that's something that you got to keep yourself away from. You know what I mean? You got to actually try, you know what I mean, not put yourself in those positions, because I feel like everybody's going to lust.
Yeah, you may not lust over, like, you may see your wife as the only person you're attracted to, but you're lusting over something else. Like, your wife does this girl doesn't nag you that way. You talk to her because you have a conversation without certain things. Like, I've always been a dude to lust. So the thing I'm lusting over right now is a relationship. To be honest, it's not like women, because, like, I battled that. Like, I worked hard to, like, get to a spot where I feel comfortable. Like, you could throw a lot at me, and I'm just like, bruh, take that somewhere else. I'm gonna make you feel bad. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna feel bad about yourself trying to put certain things in front of me and you know what I mean, get me to act certain ways. So it's like a relationship. I want a relationship so bad that I'm lusting for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's huge too.
And that's like, I feel like a lot of people are out there because you got definitely my age, you got people getting married, you got people having kids around you. Like, bro, I want that. Like, that's
lust for love.
You know what I mean? I want there with you. It's not even necessarily the love, it's just like the lusting for the relationship. I like the love that comes with it, that'd be great. But I was like, bro, I could do without that.
I can do without the love.
You know what I mean? Like, I can do without that. The Lord loved me. Like, I just want this relationship, bro. I don't want to go through life alone. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds funny, but that's literally what I've been in my head, to the point where it's like, I will compromise what I know, like, is good for me. And, like, he know, like, you know what I mean? I always make jokes with him about one situation that I had that literally led me into this whole thing. And I'll be like, man, I'm just gonna go back. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna get back with that, and like.
And I'll be that brother. I said, no, you're not.
Don't do that.
Because like,
that's not.
Don't do that. Don't do that, bro.
It's like, bro, I'd rather be in that than to be out here alone and trying to, like, you know what I mean? Go through this stuff again. Because when you do try to go out there and it's like, man, let me just live my life, and you run into something, you're like, bro, this is how they acting out here, bro.
They wilding out here.
They rolling.
It's really rough, and I'm the same way, but I'm like the opposite of it. Like, I want that relationship, but I don't want it if it ain't love. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like I have those high expectations type thing. I'm lusting for love. Like, I want the love. You know what I mean? So that I can, you know what I mean, get married and do what I naturally feel like I was put here to be able to do. You know what I mean? Okay. Those sexual things and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? So until I know that until I find that, I'm gonna always be out here in this lustful mentality, in this full of lust world. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm really looking for the relationship so that I can find that love, because if not, I'm as good as, you know what I mean? I'm as good as cooked meat out here, bro, because it's just right here dangling in my face every single day of the week. You know what I mean? So it's like, bro, so I think it's important for me to get to that point where I find that with people. But like we was talking about earlier, you know what I mean, through past experiences and stuff like that, and going through, you know what I mean, all these lustful situations, I'm second guessing myself sometimes. Like, do I love her? Like, you know what I mean? Not understanding that it's gonna take me a minute to get to that feeling. You know what I mean? So since I'm not in that feeling now, you know what I mean, I'm kind of feeling like, oh, we're not progressing, or I'm not getting closer to that.
Let me
like,
peek around.
Yeah, let me keep looking because I'm not in love.
Keep my
I always
options
say love
open.
grows. You know what I mean?
It
Because
grow,
like
you
the
gotta
more you
get
with
'em.
somebody, that love is like, man, like I just can't get
can't
enough
get
of
away.
them now. But at first it was like, yeah, they cool. But then the more you like, that love starts to grow. So like you said, you gotta water that.
You gotta let love grow when lust is just so present, huh?
But I think like what you just said, I think you said like compromising. So by compromising, or is like I think people going instead of like talking to people in person, they're going on like Hinge, Tinder, all the Bumbles and all that stuff. They're doing that. They're thinking that like
Been there.
it's faster. You can
Yeah,
read the
quit.
bio, you can read all the stuff. But really, let's get down to the nitty gritty.
But all I gotta do is swipe.
Ain't nothing good on Tinder.
Bro, nothing.
They even got the
You just
what's
hurt
it?
somebody's feelings out there.
That Christian
Christian
meet now,
mingle.
Christian
Yeah, Christian
mingle.
mingle.
Yeah, where it's a Christian
farmer.
thing.
They got
But you know,
Christian
there's
farmers only.
plenty of people who not even not even they just claim Christianity.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what I mean? That's all it is. It's literally just a
Assassins
claim.
out here, bro. I used to be one of them, bro.
Just on there because I need me a good church girl.
Coldest profile. Like you said, you got farmers, they farmers. I was on there too.
Okay.
I've been to a farm and I don't know how long. You know what I'm saying? I just know who else is on there. I'm on there like I'm finna go
Yeehaw.
give me a little farmer thing. You know? Like, come on, bro.
A little twang.
He on there lurking, bro. I'm telling you, there's assassins out there.
Man, that's
For
that
real.
instant gratification. I feel like delayed gratification is what we need, and it's like I feel like faith is based on delayed gratification. Like
Yeah.
the biggest thing we get out of our walk is eternity, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's the
And that's
most
so delayed because we
Most
don't know when that's gonna come. It's not like I can put a date on it. Like, but I only gotta wait 2 weeks and I'm finna get in my spot. Like, no, it's delayed.
No.
But everything we do now is so instant, and like if it's not instant, it's a problem. We are
Yeah.
so like,
We're questioning it now.
bro, just
Is it real?
That's-
engraved in. Like we're so like,
Is it real?
I can't find the words. Somebody help me out.
Everything
Somebody
is
help me. I'm
instant.
struggling.
No,
We're
you-
just catching moments.
But like it's just so instant. It's like, bro, if I can't get something instantly, it's like I don't even want it no more.
Yeah.
I remember going to the store like trying to
Yeah,
buy a
baby.
pair of shoes, and they be like, "Oh, we don't got your size right now, but we can order them. They can be here 2 days. Keep them."
What you talking about?
Like, bro, 2 days.
Bro, come on now. We
But because
got
I couldn't walk out the store with them, I no longer have interest. Like that gratification wasn't instant, so it's like no.
I have Amazon Prime strictly to get my to get the
That's
same
the
day
day.
delivery.
Come on, right?
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
Right.
it's like looking back on that, it's kind of like, bro, that's gross. But then when I look at society and the way I've operated with everything in my life, it's like, bro, that's literally how society makes
Everything
you
is
with
instant.
like consumerism and all this, like capital.
Yep.
It's all like,
It's all microwavable.
it's literally,
I was gonna say that.
yes, that's. I just be having these little epiphanies in my head as we be talking. So, sorry, I be ranting. My bad, y'all.
Hey, nah, everything is instant, bro. You dead on. Everything is instant gratification.
Yeah.
I think for me, since we was talking on that, I think for me it's the sexual lust still. You know what I mean? Like I'm surrounded by love. I got all kind of love, but for me, right now, I'm struggling with the thought of compromising my relationships with my sons for the sake of someone else's love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm in two really good spots with both of my sons, both of my sons' mothers. Like, great relationships. I can be there for all things. There's no arguments about one for the other. Like, you know what I mean? There's nothing. But I'd have to, in order for me to really go to find love, I have to compromise one of those relationships or even both of those relationships.
They're going to feel away once there's somebody else is involved.
Yeah, exactly. And then not only that, like I can still I can go out with my sons and his mother and really enjoy the time,
And
right?
actually be cool, yeah.
And it'd be cool. I don't got to worry about what somebody else think. I don't worry about if somebody else gonna feel some type of
Right.
way. And for me, it's like, okay, I'm with this is for my sons, my boys.
right.
But to bring somebody else into the picture
They're gonna be
throws
like, nah, you still
everything, like it derails the whole whoop wop.
the same place with my baby mom, man.
And that's a struggle.
Because we get to spend that, you know what I mean, time if we want to. We both at our daughter's game,
Yep.
chilling, you know, talking, having a good time. But you're right, bro. As soon as you bring somebody else in, but I think that's that's something the enemy using against us too, though. You know what I mean? Because if you find that right person,
that won't even
she's gonna have to understand that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And if she doesn't, then that's a little inkling to let you know that okay, maybe you're not the one, because this has to happen.
Yeah.
I love this so much. I pray for this type of
environment, like to give my child this family.
I pray for this.
Like they, even though we're not together, they get the family experience.
Right.
They feel the love from their mom and dad,
Right. And that's
both in the
super
same
important.
in the same building, in the same vicinity, and there's no toxicity. There's no nothing.
That's super important, bro. Because
Like-
you're showing the kids that this is actually possible too. And as they get older, yeah, you know what I mean? As they get older, if they do have a situation that ends up being like ours,
Like,
you know
oh,
what I
my
mean?
dad.
Hey, my dad and mom, they still rocked out. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? They was cool. They wasn't together. You know what I mean? So it's super important to have that type of relationship, especially if you're not going to be together with the mother or father of your kids. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So the right person just has to show up for that. And until then, I'm gonna be out here thugging it.
That's right. So that's my biggest thing, bro. That's my biggest like worry when thinking about it. So and you know, being a man, I'm like, well, you know, I gotta have my sexual,
Right.
you know what I mean, my sexual
Makes it so
satisfaction
hard,
at some
bro.
point, but also to bring somebody else in, like I gotta get married,
Right.
in order to get me, like, you know what I mean. I'm like, dang, bro,
levels
like,
to this, man.
Yeah.
bruh, it's
And it looks so
tough.
far away, though. You know what I mean? And now that we talking about it, I realize what I've actually been doing. You know what I mean? It's helping me actually think about it. Like I'm putting that the same way that we used to look at faith when, you know what I mean, the old season saints, you know what I mean, was looked so high up there. It was like, oh, this is nerve wracking. Like, I'm not going to never be
Almost
able to reach
unattainable.
that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I'm realizing now that okay, you just gotta, you know, cut this thing down at the knees a little bit. You know what I mean, and stop looking at
Level
it like
it out.
so far away and as a big old thing, and just you already prayed for it, dog. You know what I mean? Well, you, oh, ye of little faith, right now. You know what I'm saying, bro? Just keep on walking the way you walking. And
Just keep
it's
walking,
gonna
keep
knock
just
on the
swimming.
door. There you go.
Yeah,
Knock on the door for you.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good
man.
one.
So that's one of my big struggles.
Already
right
prayed about it.
You already did.
You
That's
already.
what I always say. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
stars. They're like, look at the stars. It's died, but it's coming at you. It's already dead. You're just seeing the, you know what I
seen
mean?
a
The
thing-
remnants, bro. So it's like, bro, we prayed for it. The prayer is already out there.
It's
So it's
already
like,
up there.
it's already on its way. It's coming to us no matter what. Like, you know
Right.
what I mean?
So there's two things on that. I seen a thing that was talking about sometimes the reason a prayer takes a while to get answered is because you've placed more barriers in front of that prayer, that prayer, or you know, the angel carrying that answer to that prayer has to fight through so many different spiritual barriers that you've put up in order to reach where, you know, that answer that
Straight up.
that you want. And then the second thing was dang, I done forgot it.
Don't be the answer you want. So you send the prayer up and they come back and you're like,
Oh no. I heard on the radio this morning. She said worrying is literally telling God he can't do it, or
Oh, yeah.
worrying is wondering if God can do it.
Absolutely.
literally. That's
That's
literally what it is.
Form, yeah.
That's literally what it
Yeah,
is.
as if God's not capable.
What you worried about?
It is done.
Am I
You
not
know what
God?
I mean? Like,
Yeah.
well, I ain't see it yet. I said it is done.
coming,
You know what I
bruh.
mean?
It's
Like, bruh,
Keep talking. I'm taking it away.
sure?
Right.
Like, shouldn't it be on the way? I should be able to see like some kind of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, bruh.
A tracking number or something, Lord.
Yeah, yo. Cats want the tracking number
Bro,
to
I
their
said
prayers.
it's on the
Crazy
way,
word.
bro. Literally,
For me though, even like that, like praying on something, right? Like a situation, and then I'm like, Lord, if this is your will, like show me. If this isn't what it's supposed to be, show me. And then really honing in and knowing, like, when he shows me certain things, I'm like, oh, that really don't sit right with my spirit. Like, do I really see myself in that kind of relationship? Do I really see myself being with somebody who's not there yet?
Right.
You know what I mean? Do I really see myself having to deal with somebody who speaks, you know what I mean, speaks like this? Like, it's a whole bunch of things. And when I pray about it, certain things will come forward. And I'm like, okay, Lord, are you showing me, like, this isn't the one, or
Right.
not yet? Or, like, what are you
Am I
showing
supposed
me?
to work harder at it?
Yeah, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing
Right.
at this? You know what I mean? Like that's a tough one too.
I
for me.
think when you get them thoughts though, he's kind of showing you in a way, you know what I mean? Because he's showing character traits, like we was just talking about, like that they have, and you asking yourself like, oh, do I want to deal with this type of stuff? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's letting you know, like, okay, well, no, I don't. You know what I'm saying? But you'll have that little thought like, nah, I don't. But this part is cool. You know what I mean? And so you kind of weighing out your options or whatever else, because ain't nobody gonna be perfect. You don't want the microwave
To be holding. Yeah.
So
exactly.
you're gonna have to grow with whoever it is that you love. So it's just weighing out all of the little things that he's showing you about that person, or giving you the questions that you're gonna end up asking through conversations that's gonna make you be like, I don't like her thought process on that, or you know what I mean. So the prayers is getting answered. We just be looking for like a flash, you know what I mean, like a lightning bolt, you know what I mean?
Like something dramatic.
Okay,
That got me.
yeah, but
For real.
the lightning bolt really be through, the words you talking to them, man. You know what I mean? How y'all deal with each other, you know what I'm saying? Or the effortless vibe of it all and stuff like that. Just he's showing us. We just gotta pick up on the signs.
Yeah.
Or he brings you, he brings a person that brings that undeath personality out of you. So basically,
That brings some.
Whether good or bad.
he would bring out a thing that you like. I need you to be this because this would not just affect you, but it will affect her at the same way that would benefit you. So she go back to you. So that means it kills two birds with one stone. That like it benefits you.
At the end of the day, man. Yeah, what? Yeah. Because we meant to.
He just said so much for nothing.
I had like 8 different points in my head. I was like, I can't even do too many points, bro. I don't even got time to run through all the points, bro. Like, I'm so sorry, bro. I'm trying to close so many folders in my head just to be able to single out one point. But one of the points was like Adam and Eve. You know what I mean? The Lord literally gave Adam Eve because no man should be alone, right? Yeah. And then also, in order to lead, we have to first submit to Christ. You know what I mean? We can't lead because if we're leading without Christ, where are we leading them to?
Right.
Damnation. You know what I mean? So it's like you cannot lead without first submitting to Christ.
Absolutely.
Right first.
So that's why I was like, yeah, like it is beneficial, like
To be.
like either because like you're just saying, like, you know what I mean, these signs pointed out. Sometimes the person we start with ain't gonna be the person we end with. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, I never thought this was gonna work out.
Yeah.
But God do His work in the person you talking to the same way He did His work in all of us for certain things at certain times. You know what I mean? Just 180s. You like, oh my goodness, where'd this come from?
Yeah, something switched on.
Then that ain't nothing but the Lord. You know what I mean? Like.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. That's very true.
That's why it's like, bro. So I try not to be like, oh, like I can't do this. And it's like, even when I get it, like I'm fighting myself. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what's just me thinking or the Holy Spirit. A lot of times I have to go through a thick, you know what I mean, vetting process before I'm like, okay, this gotta be from God. This can't just be just me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Testing the spirits.
And that takes a while. That'd be like 5-10 minutes of me at it. You like, bro, you good? And I'm just sitting there like locked in, like really trying to like, bro, this. Like, I still to this day don't know, and I fight that a lot. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be open and honest with y'all. Like I can't just be like, oh, that's God talking to me, because a lot of times I'm like, Isaac, is that you?
Yeah.
Like, it can't be you because of this reason. Like it would have to be God because this aligns with what, you know what I mean, I just read or what I'm feeling in my, like things like that. So
Yeah,
it's
I be
like,
having to do that too.
bro, I thought like I said, I thought I was the only one that be going through certain things or be feeling certain ways, but obviously I'm not, and I should have known I'm not.
Not at all.
Yeah, the one thing I think about a lot is that, like, since I have a family, it's kind of like, I think about, like, when Jesus comes back, was one of the parts, when Jesus comes back and he's kind of like, who's really there? Like, you think I did all this for you, Lord? Like, I did this and this and this. He's like, I never knew you could get in a relationship with me. The second part is that, like, how am I treating my wife? If I brought my wife right here, am I the same way what I would act when I get home or in the car?
Yeah.
How I talk to her, how I text her. God sees all that. So God sees my heart. But that's what I told myself is that, like, the way I am in my private life, I'm going to be the same way. That depending on whatever I talk, how I talk, I'm going to say that in front of you guys. That's my vulnerability. That's my honesty. That's my transparency.
That's real, bro. That's like, you know what I mean? Like, that is real. Like, you know what I mean? You can sugarcoat anything you want to try to make it seem like you. Try to make it seem like you anything to everybody else.
Yeah.
But like you said, God knows everything. You can lie to everybody, but you can't lie to God. You know what I mean? So it's like, bro, that is real. Like, just being true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not having these characters for your friends, the characters that you take back home to your wives, characters that you use at work. Like, just being true to you, being yourself, like wherever you are. Like,
Don't
and I
have
admire you for
characters.
that. He's
Yeah.
another person that I see do a lot of that. Like at work, you'd be like the same way. Like, you know what I mean? It's the same.
You get what you get.
That's it.
And you bet not throw a fit. You
Like-
bet not throw
Like people used to tell me back in the day, like if you would know me like 12 years ago, whatever, my wife took a bunch of pictures. Like, oh, we went on this family date. Look at this. Look at that. Pictures hold a lot of hiding meanings behind it. Like you don't know how after that photo took, what we were talking about, what arguments.
That's like social media. Like,
That's
you know what I mean?
Social media, because I'd be like, you'd be hearing somebody talk your ear off about a certain situation. You'd be like, all right, you know what I mean? Like, I feel you. Like, you actually like, okay, like trying to talk some sense into him, bro. You open up your app and you like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know this ain't right.
you still on the phone, like, hey, bro, I know you ain't just, yeah, bro, I had to do that. You didn't, like, no. All right, bro, I can't, like, there's too much of that for, like, not only relationships, but just a lot of things in general. People just,
Yeah, well, people go to work every day, seem like they would be the happiest person in the world, you know what I mean? And there's so many of them that then, you know what I mean, went home and like the dude on the Dallas Cowboys last year, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the happiest dude to be around, everybody never seen it coming, you know what I mean, and whatever, and he just go on one and kill himself, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like that. You know, that's why I try so hard, you know what I mean, when I'm walking through regular on a day-to-day basis, bro, just to say hello to people. You know what I'm saying? And then like when I say hello and I'm like, how you doing? I actually turn my head if they're
like
walking away
address them,
and
like-
looking, like, you know what I mean, looking at them, you know what I mean, like I'm really asking you how you doing. I'm not just, this is not just a fly
filler,
by,
yeah, this ain't
hey, how you
filler,
doing? Yeah, nah, I'm looking to see if you cool. You know what I mean? And people be like, they be frowning, but I'm good. How are you? I'm like, I'm blessed. So you know what I mean? And 9 times out of 10, before I get out the store, we done talked to people. You know what I mean? I was talking to a nice older black lady at the Walmart the other day. I had on the Kingdom's Warrior jacket, and she said, "What that say on your shirt?" I said, "Oh, this."
oh, this,
I'm so glad you asked, as a matter of fact.
Kingdom Warriors. We talking and stuff like that, and ended up, she's like, "It's so good. It's refreshing to see young brother out here, man of God." I said, "Amen to that." So I gave her the link to the little podcast and stuff like that. Oh, I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah, bro.
I'm like, cool, bro. But
And that
talking to people, man.
it's uplifting to you in the same sense as it is uplifting to other people too. You know what I mean? Even at church, I sat next to this older lady, and I was sitting there, and you know me, I bring my Bible, that big old parallel brick Bible, big old thing. Yeah, bro. I bring that Bible, and I'm sitting there, and in church service, I'm flipping through, and I'm highlighting and underlining and all that, and I'm just doing that on the regular, like I do every other day. And then after the service, she stopped me. She was like, "Hey, I just wanted to tell you that it's so encouraging, and it made me feel so good to watch you flip through the pages of the Bible like that." And I was just like, man, I was like, thank you. I was like, thank you so much. Like, you know what I mean? I really hope you have a blessed week. Like, I'm glad that, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't doing it to be like, oh, look at me flipping through my
were you really trying to get Joe?
But she was really, you know what I mean? She was watching. She was like, because I'm sure, like, not to be stereotypical or anything, but she got a young dude who's coming sitting down, hat backwards, you know what I mean? Logos on the shirt, chilling. So come and sit down next to her. She's probably like, oh, it's another just one of the young dudes just trying to, you know. And then to see a dude really flipping through the pages, you know, highlighting, doing the whole nine. Got my son with me, taking care of him while I'm still diving in. Like, I was like, oh man, I was like, you know what? Thank you, Lord.
My God,
like that was uplifting to me as well as it was to her.
Absolutely. You know, just having them see that light in you, because it's a blessing to be a blessing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's you
absolutely.
staying true.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because you could have been like, oh, well, this lady right here, I don't want to be like, you know what I mean, too much of a hassle. She's probably going to hear me flipping through my pages, anything like that. So you do something that you don't usually do, trying to like accommodate someone else around you, and then you're not being true to yourself. So you can like, just another one of these young dudes, you know what I mean? Like,
Just another
that
one
goes
of the
back to what
youngins.
Marcus was saying, like, bro, like you never know who's watching and what they're watching you for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you just also hit a breaker. You just basically said that like men could also read about and could be good fathers.
At the same time.
Because there's not a lot of people.
Same time.
The whole stigma that men are no good.
Yeah, like, oh, he's
daddy.
he's a baby daddy, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I love waking that game up.
Oh man, I love that.
Man, I'm the only one at the table without kids.
Like I said, though, we got all different kinds of spectrums. You know what I mean? We got the whole different spectrum here at the table.
I mean, honestly, I'm an honorary father. I'm not gonna let no one take that away from me.
Straight up.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But I was gonna say is that like we went in the past, but I was gonna say like I forgot what conversation we were gonna have, but it's like each person of us has a unique way of and a different angle of looking at things at one point in life. You may see like, oh, we may have kids, but we see you kind of like we wish that you had that too. But not take the fact that we have a kids that brings us another level, that's another mouth to feed. Mm-hmm. That like we have to go over and beyond. Like I said it multiple times that like when I had my kid, I didn't want to be a father because the fact that like my dad was a show of it, but it's generation curses. So it's kind of like it's another barrier to break that generation curse. So it's kind of like when people say, "Oh, you know, like I don't want to have kids," but you should have kids because it's like it's another part of you that God brings out of you, that He brings you because it's dormant in you. So yet once you have a kid, you're like, I have to do this, and that have to, He's breaking a boundary. It's like generational
curses.
Yeah, that and there's something spiritual behind it. It's not like it's something like you go to work with a different purpose. Like your mind switches.
But from what I hear, that's literally how it is. I'm like, bro, I need that. Run that, bro. Instantly. Like my dad would just like, when I had your sister, everything I did do, all the guns out the house. You know what I mean? I'm just like, you had my sister, and all of a sudden, you know what I mean? I'm like, but what? And then you start hearing it from other people, like, bro, it's just like I can't explain it. Just like, bro, like holding him, you know what I mean?
You
like,
literally have
this is life now. Like this right here in my hands is life.
But
like,
Responsible for that.
you have literal complete innocence.
Yeah.
Literal and recognizing that I have literal complete innocence in my hand. Everything I do from this point on affects this innocence.
Yeah, that's insane.
And it goes back to kind of like when I was saying about like my wife and stuff like that. God's gonna when you want to have a kid, hope you have a kid, but like He's gonna ask you like, how were you when you're for your kid? Like, were you good to your kid? Were you bad to your kid? Like, you could have did this to your kid, but I think like you got to look at it kind of like He shows you a picture. I'll take for my example. I don't want my kid to grow up the way I grew up.
Of course not.
You know, like you don't want to be that idiotic kid to think that like, oh, I run the world. I have these eyes, these hazel eyes. I'm going crazy over here. I don't want him to think that. I don't have him that level headedness. Like I want him to respect his mama, because you know, like I have abuse for women and daddy issues and stuff like that. But we all have those things. But like you got to look at it and think like, okay, I got this. But like you can't take a microwave and try to make a kid like you're gonna go out here and quickly. To make really good food, you gotta take your time.
We put that thing in the oven.
Yeah. No, on the stove, Bo.
Whip
it up. Continue to whisk that thing.
You gotta whip that up.
You can't set it and let it. You gotta keep that wrist on.
Smoke all in the house.
I forgot the baby in that.
You gotta keep your head on the swivel.
You absolutely.
Because my kid be hitting me everywhere.
That is true.
That's your patience.
It's a beautiful thing.
Oh, bro, they taste your patience like crazy. Man, even just since we're kind of on topic about the kids, I was just really touched because I was like, you know, you like you said, you're like, I know I don't want my kids to be raised the way I was raised, right? For me, it's like
You want them to be.
yeah, I want them to be raised the way that I was raised, but there's like that's a super high bar that's hard for me to get to, right? Because I was raised in a fully Christian home. I was raised with mother and father. I was raised, you know what I mean, with the whole thing. And I'm already behind with my boys. You know, I don't have we're in separate homes. Right. We got different type of things, and just the thing that I was gonna speak on was like, I kind of switched it around because at first I was like, you know, having two boys and me being the man in their life, I'm like, you know, they with their moms all the time. I gotta be the masculine side. Like I gotta, you know, why you ain't scared of the dark? Get out, like, you know what I mean? You're not scared. Get out there. You strong. You're big. Like, you know, and doing that. And then the other day, bruh, we was driving, and my son asked me. He said, "Daddy," he goes, "Is there monsters in the house?" And we're driving back home back here. He goes, "Is there monsters in the house?" Nah, son, there's no monsters. You know better than that. I was like, there's no monsters in Daddy's house. There's Jesus in Daddy's house. I was like, so you don't ever got to worry about monsters. And he goes, no, yeah, there's monsters. There's monsters. And I was like, well, you know what? I was like, well, Jesus scares the monsters. Jesus scares all the monsters away. Jesus scares the monsters? I was like, yeah. I was like, anytime, son, you go and you feel like there's a monster, just yell Jesus.
Yeah.
And I was like, and the monsters will run away.
Like gone. Yep. That's dope.
And he was like, okay. And so we get up to the house, bruh, and all the lights are off in the house. And we got home late. It was like 10:30.
Yeah.
I slid open the back door and I had the curtain, and he threw the curtain back. He said, Jesus! and walked up in there. He said, Jesus! And walked in the room.
I got the big homie with me, man. Yeah.
And I was just touched. I was like, dang, like, okay, I can, like, you know what I mean? Like, these are things that he's going to remember for life, and that's going to build on top. Like, obviously, you're not going to be a grown man walking in the room talking about Jesus!
Sure is.
Like,
Hey,
for monsters, you know,
You never know, boy.
for monsters and whatnot.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
Who said that? Just about Jesus.
You know what I mean? There's any time of fear, you know what I mean? Because
That's what I mean. Is like it'll graduate from
Yeah.
Simple innocent closet monsters to any situation in his life where he's like, this is something way bigger than me that I'm scared of. Like, let me insert Jesus into this.
Plug and play.
Like,
So that's why it's like he may undertone it like, oh, this is just like something that different. Like all that is going to be watered. That
You're gonna graduate from that.
fear and connection with Jesus, like, you know what I mean? Always, he can help you overcome your fears. He's gonna be there to protect you. Like nothing's gonna get to you. You have Jesus.
Right.
That's always going to be watered for
All of life's monsters.
Yeah, from monsters
It's gonna
to,
be
you know what I
combated by
mean?
Jesus.
Like interviews, like every step of, there's going to be a different watering on that, but you planted that seed. You know what I mean? And God's going to be right there watering because God's in everything, everywhere. Like,
Just call him.
Yeah, that thing that was encouraging to me.
beautiful.
I was
Absolutely.
like, dang, okay, because thinking to myself, I was like, yeah, I don't normally like do things because in my head, I'm like, hey, no, I ain't never been scared of no monster. Like,
scared of no what?
I look like being scared of a monster,
I
but
wasn't
at the
messing
same
with them
time,
dolls, man.
the dolls,
Chucky, bro.
bruh.
Messing with Chucky.
Them little, what was it, little dolls, like the pinstripe legs, like little cotton dolls, like the little yarn hair, boy. Going
My
to my grandma's house
sister,
in
my
Dunedin.
sister used to have around her whole room, what's it called, like little Chinese porcelain dolls, all the way up around her room up top, bro. Them things.
Yeah, them things is different, dog.
Nah, cool, bro. I would put a blanket over them or something.
Bro,
I had to do weird stuff like that when I was a kid, bro. If there was any bears or something in there, I'd get a towel if I had to. We got to cover them up. And I wake up and that towel moved a little bit. It's all
Tripping.
I'm up
Yeah,
all night.
He said, that's it.
That's it, bro. Now the dog got to go out. For real.
Yeah.
But I want to touch back what you're just talking about, like when you said that you're, I guess, like not reaching like memo and all them. I feel like the way that you raise your kids, your own way of doing it, because you can't be in the same footsteps as your mom and your dad.
Yeah.
I think that you're raising your kids with a great respectability, and they're gonna remember that. I think that you're doing a great job, bro. Give me your flowers for that.
Man, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate it.
Brother. You got to
Thank
put your
you,
own
thank
gumbo
you.
on it.
And you
know what
too,
I
bro.
mean?
Little
You gotta-
spices.
Yeah, because everything that we was taught everything that we was taught in general got to be in there. You got to put your gumbo in there. Like, you know what I mean? Everything moms and them taught me, everything I went through in life, all the lessons I took, you know what I mean? All of that is a mixture of good gumbo-ness that God, you know what I mean? We got to serve to these people, to our kids, you know what I mean? Because it's all super important because there's certain things that moms couldn't necessarily, you know what I mean, teach my daughter, you know what I mean, all the way, you know what I mean, because she's, I mean, my daughter is my daughter, so she got
different perspective,
I got a whole different perspective in how I deliver my game, but it's important that we remember that.
Yeah, and likewise to both of y'all fathers too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I was saying for you
Great
too. I mean,
job.
like you got you're our girl dad. I mean, like I wanted a girl, but God humbled me and gave me a son.
I'm scared, bro. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I'm scared of a girl.
Right.
Being a girl dad at this point. I think I think the Lord will bless me with a girl once I get married, and
Especially be how I was terrorizing things.
That's exactly why I want to be a girl dad because I feel
I
like
need to redeem myself.
well, not even like redeem myself because like I didn't terrorize so many women. I want to be able to set forth like a precedent, like this is how you should be treated
Yeah.
as a
And
young
that's-
lady. You know what I
that'd be
mean?
my main-
And
that'd
me
be my
being the
main
first man in
approach.
your life, let me show you that. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Let me make sure you don't take no BS like other women did because for whatever reason, like they experienced or whatever it was.
That's what I try to do.
You're
bro.
that first
Try
line
to
of
give her
defense,
the
you know what I
gizm-
mean?
the gizm. I'm her first boyfriend, first love.
First love. You're the
You know
first
what I'm
man in
saying?
life.
So it's important that I don't lie to her. You know what I'm saying? Like if I say something that I'm gonna do it, you know what I mean? I'm opening her doors. She knows to this day. Like, you know what I mean? Like we be sitting in the car and she will not
Just sit
touch-
there.
She just sit there until I
Yeah,
come
wait.
around and
Yeah.
open her door.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean?
dope.
If I'm not at the car yet, she just stand there, waiting, chilling until I come open the door. She don't touch the doors at the store, none of that. Just because she need to know. You know what I mean? This is what a gentleman do. This is somebody who love you does for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's super important, but it's nerve wracking because I often think like, you know how you be thinking you got karma coming back to you. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that she doesn't inherit my karma. The things that I did, somebody end up, you know what I mean, doing to her or something like that. But I used to think about it so much to where it used to be nerve wracking. You know what I mean? It's scary or whatever else. But then I remembered, you know, who up there watching, you know what I mean? Because I can't always be there, you know what I mean? So all you can do is really is water the seed and watch it grow. You got to give it to God,
And
bro.
place them, place them in God's hands.
Give
Build the
nuggets,
foundation.
Put them jewels, you know what I mean? Just be there, you know what I mean? And do everything you possibly can, bro. So I think it'll be all right.
I know it'll be all right. Yeah.
Yeah, hats off to all you men.
You gave her Jesus, bro. That's the best. That's the most
That's
important.
literally.
She love it, too.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is we actually, because I was talking about like how I can't really get to where my mom and dad is. I'm in the exact situation that my dad was in before he met my mom.
Literally, Uncle Memo love telling that one.
I'm in the exact same position, you know what
That's
I mean?
crazy.
Which is crazy, and at the same time, like, dang, is this like just a generational thing that I didn't get to break, or is this literally like just the formula
Man.
that's been kind of handed to me? You know,
Right.
because my dad, he's
That's strong.
strong Christian, like
Straight
walking, doing the thing, and he's got good relationships now at this point. But I'm like, man, bro, like you said, trying to reach where my parents were,
Man.
and at the same time where my dad was is exactly where I am now. So I find comfort in that at least.
Confirmation right there.
Yeah.
That is still good. No worries.
Man, no.
You got that.
No worries at all.
I think we're all going through something with our fathers did, kind of like what David with what he did with Bathsheba. We're all going through our father's sins. That is now all on us that we can break their generation curses.
I feel like it's been placed on our shoulders.
Absolutely. To do so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why it weighs on us so much. Or that's why we have certain shortcomings we have, or we experience certain things in life, because we're meant to do these things with the help of the Lord. Like everything we went through led us to this.
Yeah.
Like you said, you like don't parent like your parents. You can't parent like your parents because you're not your parents. At the end of the day, you can try to imitate them, but it's not going to be them. It's going to be you.
Yeah.
It'll never be you. Like it'll never be them. It'll always be you. So it's like having that in the back of my mind, knowing like, but yeah, Dad, you did this, you did that.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, I gotta end this, because if I don't end this, my kids
gonna
gonna be
keep
talking
going.
about me like the
Right.
same way, bro. Like I did good. I took you to school. I did all this. But you're not
Like,
getting
Dad, I'm
it.
toe up.
Bro, you know what I mean? Like you're not getting it.
Hurt.
But I didn't. It could have been worse. So you could have been sleeping. Like you know what I mean? Like
Could have been sleeping on the floor. Yo, he wasn't there.
no.
I gave you the bed. I slept on the couch.
Literally, dog.
You alive, ain't you?
No, yeah,
Right.
like I feel like we all are in the process of doing it too. You know what I mean? We're open, we're vulnerable, and like just hearing the vulnerability within the group, like I'm hearing things that I'm like, bro, this is going to save somebody. Like this is going to help somebody like out of the path that they're on to get them on, you know what I mean, the fighting side. Instead of just sitting there getting beat, like you finna grab your shield, throw that thing
whipped.
up, at least until you can grab a sword with you. You know what I mean? You at least had a shield up, like bro. At least I'm protected.
I'm
you know what I mean?
protected.
Until I can start fighting back.
All right. I know who to call.
Yeah.
I just want y'all to know who to call.
That's it. Yeah. Don't even try the tactics that we just go
Oh yeah,
straight.
don't try to fight
Go,
it.
go straight.
You
Go
gonna get
straight to the
scraped out.
source.
Yeah, go straight to the. That's why I always tell people that are church hurt, because I was church hurt at one point. And the thing that got me back in it is reading the word.
Reading
Like
the
I'm not gonna
word.
take it from somebody. Like I'll be like, oh, they saying this because of that. Go straight to the word. Ain't nobody changing the word. Like you know what I mean to fit their narrative. You're literally getting it straight from the source.
Right.
So that's what got me like, okay, like bro, this is
helps.
is it, dog. This is the way, the life right here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care who's giving it to me, as long as it's lining up with what I'm reading right here.
Yeah. And it takes away the possibility of getting church hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
Now
Because you know.
I can see.
You can see.
I see you.
You get the discernment. Yeah, the discernment.
Something ain't sitting right.
Let's talk about
vibrations
church
is
hurt.
off.
Like, I feel like church hurt is kind of like, for me, like, I didn't even notice that I was church hurt until like after I came to a limitless. Like, I knew that the word wasn't hidden, but like it was more of a heart posture than it was them. It's more like I'm barricading what God's word is speaking out for them to me than I to them, because it's like they don't know what like I'm going through with my brain or going through my mind. It affects everyone. It's like if I'm not on like on 100, then everyone gets affected by it, because I'm throwing up energy to them. They're like, "What's wrong with you?" But like, I'm good. You know, like I'm the house man. I'm like, I got this. You know. Until I came to Limitless, I figured out like, okay, I am church hurt. I've always been like, always hopping different churches, but then when I came here, it's more like a family. And that's something that's like I've been missing out of that, to be more vulnerable, to be more transparent, to like
to switch from religion to relation.
Like, shout out to PK. Yeah. Shout out to PK. PK has always been like just honest, and he's always bringing this. There's never not a time that he's like he's not bringing it. And then when I sat down and talked to him that one time, he just told me like straight up, like, there's things that I've did that like I was not happy about doing, because it's my pride, my ego is like, I want that person to do it. But it's like, I understand now. And I told my friend the same thing. It's like, you're not gonna like that, but you're gonna do it, because it's like you are your own worst enemy. You are the reason why you're not receiving Christ, because you are that person, because you have a heart issue. And you can feel that hole with alcohol, with porn, with anything, name a list. But you're always gonna get revert back to straight to Jesus, because that's the only thing that's gonna plug that hole.
Absolutely.
That makes me want to read my little poem I dropped the other day. Bro, hold on, let me get to it real quick, because like you said, like I am the greatest Pharisee to myself. Bro, and this was just off the rip. Like I was just like, I've been a lot. The Lord's been talking to me a lot. Like, bro, you're literally your greatest Pharisee. Like nobody's judging you for any of your things. Nobody, but you're judging yourself, and you're holding yourself to a standard that nobody else is holding you to. Yeah. And I'm like, man, right. So I am my greatest Pharisee. The greatest Pharisee I see is me, day after day, week after week. As I look in the mirror, he screams, "You are weak, hopeless, reckless, undeserving, ashamed to the one you claim to be serving. Perfection is crucial, must be more than the usual. Christian, to forgive your guilt and sins. If you can't be like the others, then you'll never win." All of a sudden, I hear a voice that's been closing in. The Son of God who tells me, this is where your judgment ends. No mother or father, no child nor friend could ever love you like I do. That's why I died for your sins. So when you look at your reflection, complexion, it never mattered. You see the dirt, the filth, the guilt and the shame, but I see someone I gave my life for with so much to gain. So before you judge yourself for the mistakes you make, just know that I bled for you, and that's the thought of the snake. Get up and get after it. Dust yourself off, get active. Your sins are forgiven, and that statement is accurate. Therefore, the victory lies where the Pharisee dies. Forgive yourself and know you've received the prize through the love, grace, and sacrifice of Jesus Christ. So arise, God needs his warrior with his head held high.
That's hard.
I need that over a beat, bro.
That's hard.
Yeah.
I need that. I thought
He was already
session, boy. I need that over a beat. I need so many bars. I'm just like, like, you know what I mean? Make you do a little thin space on the day, like.
Yeah, bro, I was literally sitting there and like, again, going into like, you know, what our main topic earlier. Side note, I'm thinking about doing a part 2 because we pretty.
Bro, that's what I was thinking when I kept looking at the time. When he said, "I'm gonna go over my poem," I said,
we already way over. No matter what I do, we way over. But not like the Lord was literally sitting there dealing with me on a thing like in our main topic, talking about lust and stuff, and I'm just like, dang, Lord, like, what's up? Like, what is up with this? Why can't I get past this? Why can't, like, what? Just show me. Just give me the blueprint. Yeah. Give me the blueprint, because nobody seems to give me a blueprint. Like everybody's got some type of way of something, but I'm like, Lord, I need a blueprint for
I
me.
want to know the play by play.
Like, yeah, I need that. I need the helmet with the headset, and I need you to give me the play. Like, you know what I mean? I need you to tell me
From
the
the
play.
skybot, you know what I mean? How they be looking the defensive coordinator like, this is what you need to do.
Yeah.
Straighten it.
It'd be like, hold on. A lot of the times though, and then I revert back to because I'm like, Lord, like, you know what I mean? I got a lot of people that are looking at me who you've called, you've put in front of me, you know what I mean? And I don't want to be putting on something that I'm not, or you know what I mean? I don't want to steer wrong. I don't want to be the wrong, you know what I mean? I really want to get past this. And like I just kept hearing him telling him like, you're your greatest Pharisee.
Yeah.
You're your greatest Pharisee.
Yeah.
You're your greatest Pharisee. And I was like, all right, Lord. I was like, I get it. Okay. Like, let me just, let me ease up then. You know what I mean? Let me ease up on myself. And then right when I did that, bro, the next day, like I came in and I was like, a weight was lifted off my shoulder. Yeah. And I was like, whew, okay. And then that's when this poem came to me. So I came home from work and sat down, and then I was just like, I don't write poems, but the Lord was just like, put this in a poem. So I was like, all right. And I just started typing it out.
And that song is, bro, it's a poem.
Absolutely.
It's a silent poem. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. You already know how I get down with the music.
That's why I keep telling you, bro. Like everything keep lining up. Every time you're like, man, I seen this challenge. I'm gonna give it a shot. And then the boy give it to me. I'm like, oh, you cold, boy. You cold, boy. Hey, you cold, boy. I feel like, bro, that's another part of your reach. Like, you know what I mean? Don't act like you too good.
Not acting like I'm too good. I'm acting like it's too much. At just right now. You know what I mean? Just right now.
Yeah.
I got one free day a week right now.
Yeah.
I get one free day a week. That's it. Everything else is covered
on your phone nowadays.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I do, bro. I be in the car. I'll pull up on my lunch, bro. I got my headphones in, these, you know what I mean? And I'm sitting there recording. You can do it anywhere and any time. And it's a lot of the times, the best stuff is the stuff that take one take, bro. Like something like that.
I'm a perfectionist. I need it.
It don't matter. Something like that, like you said, Lord, God's going, you know what I mean?
Yeah, put it together.
Let God direct it. Like, stop bringing you into this. You know what I mean?
Give me some beats then. That's the biggest part I hate. Finding beats. That's my thing.
You got to look at this. Like you said that you started this podcast like a year ago, right?
We started thinking. We started the
idea
of the podcast, but it came after like the Kingdom Warrior stuff.
Okay, but you look at it now. Look how like since I came in October, not me, but like just in general, like how fast paced this has been. That is like starting in January, just like snapping a finger, like boom, boom, boom. Yeah. So what he's talking about, I think that you should take an idea or like let him submit that to you. You pray on it, you chew on that, munch on it. They come back to it because I heard your raps on TikTok. You know, they really
I know. I got it. I just be like, bro, that's a lot to throw in with everything else.
Yeah, you can just leave it as a draft.
Yeah, that's true. But see, that's like it's like even with this right here, like like I need everything to be put together. It has to be boom, boom, boom. And I'm not one of those like
settler.
Yeah, I don't settle. I don't hold back. I'm like, nah, if we gonna do this, I'm boom, record a single. Boom, we need cover art. Boom, we need a music video. Boom, that's out. Yeah. You know what I mean? And for me, just the thought of that right now with everything else I got, you know what I mean, going on, I'm like, bro, that's a lot.
When you bring in your minds, when you bring in the mindset that you have of being like a perfectionist, like, boom, no, we gonna knock all this, like, that with having that on your plate. I was more thinking of like just something else to like, you know what I mean? When you got some downtime, instead of putting on the TV, instead of like, you know what I mean, doing something that's not really productive, like, let me like, you know what I mean? This is sitting on my mind. Let me lay this voice memo down real quick. Just like I got this melody that I'm like,
I'm gas pedal to the metal, baby. You know,
that's what I'm saying.
All the way there.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of insensitive of me, and I apologize for that. But you know what I mean? I feel like just a feeling.
Like I said,
my feelings don't matter for nothing. You know what I mean? But still,
finding me a beat will take a little load off of my shoulder. You know what I mean? Like
maybe that could be a segment.
That's what I'm saying. Cause that could be some better. What?
Some rap segments. So y'all find me some beats and we'll get with it. Cause Jay Riz over here got a little.
That's what I'm saying. I know you.
Rhythm in his ism too.
Oh, I've done a little something in my day.
I've spit a tune or two.
I've been in the block around.
Oh man. Well, I mean, I asked an hour ago if we had any other thoughts, comments.
Right.
Well, wasn't we talking about closing and out? I forgot what happened after, but it was like 1:12. He's like, "Yeah, I think we get ready to close the way we always close our Bible studies with another hour of talk, the same way we close our Bible studies."
You wasn't lying.
The same way we close our Bible studies, boy.
For real.
He was like, "All right, that was the last discussion question. Any other little final thoughts, words?" And then you look up at the clock, you're like, "Boy, we've been here for another hour and a half on the last thoughts." And,
Man, put that good long
bro,
in the
what?
fire.
Dang, bro.
Woke up, that thing was still lit.
Still red, still red.
Put another log on there, man. We're gonna make breakfast on it.
Oh boy, that's good.
Well, like I said, any other thoughts, comments, or concerns before we wrap this thing up?
Let's go get some pizza and come back.
We keep going, bro.
That delicious pizza. Come on.
I think it's for the listeners. It's very crucial to throw in that the mission doesn't end when this audio cuts out.
Oh no.
In fact, for a lot of people, the real battle hits the moment you stop the podcast. The moment you stop listening is when the real battle hits, because now you've got a little bit of ammo in your clip. You done got a little bit of something.
He's gonna try to test you, see what it is that you
let's
learned.
see how much that hit.
Yeah.
Did that really hit like that?
Don't let the enemy punk you, bro.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And we didn't put this together and to leave you anybody feeling weighed down by condemnation or shame as we've put out. Like, we are completely opposite of that. And the king didn't call you to live as a casualty of war, hiding in the trenches, waiting on the enemy to finish you off. He called you to victory, but that victory requires the courage to step out of the dark and into the light.
Yeah.
So if you're currently carrying a secret breach in your perimeter, do not let the sun go down on that lie. Hit somebody up. If while you was listening to this, if something came up like, dang, like I should probably hit so-and-so about this, hit them up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Send that text. Call that trusted brother, that mentor, that fellow warrior in the circle. Fire your flare, as it says, and let them know you're taking heavy fire. Kill the isolation and watch the enemy lose his group, and watch the enemy lose his grip on your life. And to the brothers who are standing strong right now, look to your left and to your right. Reach out to the men in your formation. Check their comms. Make sure no one is drifting into the shadows alone. We move together or we don't move at all. Keep locked in. Oh, wait. Somebody close us out with some prayer.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Hazel.
All right. Thank you, Father, for blessing us with this podcast. Lord, we just thank you for all that you're doing for us, Lord. We just pray for my brothers and my sisters as listen to this podcast, Lord, that they may be touched by our words and may give them ammunition for whatever their circumstances may be going through. Yes. We just bless this time, bless this moment with our brothers as we leave this house, that, the body armor, we leave this house, that what we've been hiding in the shadows, Lord, who comes to the light, that you touched on us, you bless on us, that we become good fathers or soon to be fathers, Lord. We just bless for good relationships coming in our good women in our life, and those people are being around us, Lord. Let us stay in as a testimony of just basically speaking on action and be about our business, Lord, and just being real, authentic, honest, transparent, like what you all asked us to be, Lord. Yes. And just leave this day. Bless you in Jesus' great name. I pray, amen.
Amen. All right. Now we out this thing.
Bye.
Soon to be fathers. I said, yes. I said, okay. It's a little hot right now. I said, yeah.